I realized the moment I conjured the gate that I was vulnerable to the giantess of whom I had only a fleeting glimpse. I'm sure she was as surprised as I to discover that a much greater power had been waiting for just such an opportunity and snatched me from her screaming claws. I've tried to speculate how the Premier of Set found me, but I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, the question of whose hands I have wound up in is unsettling to me. The chances of death are very real here. I know that my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing perhaps my ending has not yet been written.
Welcome to Sci-Fi Writers Playing Old School D&D, where we normally have James Ward at the con running our characters through an obstacle course of death that ends in lots of us crying. However, Jim's a player today. How you doing today, Jim?
Dun 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 dun! I'm good.
Right on. But taking the reins today is the Harper, Sir Andrew Scott. How are you, sir?
I'm very well today. I'm looking forward to good entertainment.
And rather than introductions all around, I believe you have something special to handle first.
Indeed.
Take it away,
in the
sir.
middle of the pouring rainstorm that you are beginning with, Levi, while outside, notices in front of Werdna's tower a strange blue sash in the hand of a cowled figure standing near the door. Surprisingly, the figure is not under guard and appears to be wearing a dark, flowing sarong.
Hello, sir. What are you doing here?
Grüßen, bist du Meister der Drachen?
Interpretation, please. Do I have anybody with language skills?
Ja, wir sprechen in Deutsch jetzt oder was?
I was a German linguist in the army, but I was a really bad German linguist. No, that was 89. That was a long time ago, and I killed a lot of brain cells.
Du vergisst alles now.
Yeah. Ich bin der US Army.
Sehr gut. Hör mal Englisch. Nein, Deutsch.
Nein Deutsch.
Greetings. Are you the master of dragons that I've been waiting for?
I am. Are you ready for this test?
The question is never if I am ready. I am Korik of the Holy Crimson Order, and I have been summoned to offer you the chance to call yourself Master of the North Winds in a test of worth. Wish you testing mastery of the Crimson Order historical knowledge or trial by combat?
Trial by combat.
Very well.
Then. Your armor class currently is 4. Korik, you are 3 as one level higher. D20 each of you. Dexterity does not apply to individual combat. The two compatriots circle at a distance. The blue sash is dropped. D20. Michael?
It's 18.
Captain
16.
Burkert?
16.
You have the comm. Michael, what do you want to do?
Trial by combat. So I guess I'm going to attack.
I'm excited to hear that. Armor class 3.
Let's try this again.
That's a very Jim Ward comment.
I know. Can we get out? Can we get out and cheer him on?
A 6.
Doom Seekers can come out, yes.
Yeah.
You as a dwarf can roll a 6-sided die for me, please.
Oh my God, a 6-sided die. Roll a 5.
Interestingly enough, you notice that the rain, as it's falling in this area, there seems to be a slight tilt to the tower that you've never noticed before, maybe a 15-degree angle. It is some combination of odd stone and metal, which you saw being generated by Werdna over the last 3 months as he was building the various outside surfaces. But for the first time, you've seen a slight tilt, and you've never noticed that before.
Right.
Go ahead, Levi.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. And you are, how many attacks per round? You're 3 per 2. So you may take your second attack this round, please.
All right. 17 on that one.
Is a hit. Go ahead.
Do you want me to calculate damage, or do you want me to cut?
You do. 2d6, please.
All right. 11.
Korik, armor class is 4.
4 with the first attack, miss. Going for a leg sweep. 18.
Hit.
Sweet
13.
Somebody's head and ass are about to change directions.
Poke him in the eye.
8
I might
damage
go
with the
get
leg
some
sweep.
popcorn right now while we're
Yeah,
doing it.
really.
All right.
Total?
Yeah, 8 damage with the leg sweep, and I'm going to whistle for the dire wolf to provide us a perimeter.
Okay.
A dire wolf.
Immediately, you see a group of very large, oversized white wolves with strange black symbols on them. They circle around, forcing the Doomseekers back, guarding it. Lance's wolves immediately cower and back up, as these are much larger, older-looking, hungry creatures. They stand about 6 feet at the shoulder and are probably, in total, maybe 18 to 20 hands high.
How many?
There's 14 at the moment.
I
They're
greet
more
the,
howling.
I greet them in their language and welcome them to witness this combat.
Okie dokie. Onward you go.
All right. Rolling 15.
And that's a hit.
And I'm going to roll again. I'll do bad damage after. A 2.
And that's a miss.
And 5 and a 6 again.
Got it.
11.
Okay.
That's not going to do it. I whispered to Lance, I bet we can take these guys. What do you think, Lance?
Nice.
I knew that Jim was thinking about the wolves because we were going to nudge each other and go, we could try.
We can try. I'm really interested in it. Wolf fur is really good these days.
2 attacks, please.
2 attacks. I'm going to go for a nasal bridge strike followed by an arm lock. 18, 19 and a 17 for the team.
Ooh.
2 hits. Solid.
Total of 17.
17. Roger that.
Wow.
Okay. Levi?
All right. Rolling.
Outstanding.
16 on the first.
Mhm.
And 16 again.
2 hits. Very un-Levi.
Ray.
Very
yeah, really.
yeah, I'm usually.
I gave different notation, like, don't worry, he can never hit.
Yeah.
Let's have it.
All right. First one is a 9. And the next one is a 6.
Okay.
I thought your strength bonus was bigger than that.
So I was just doing 2d6 without any modifiers.
Correct.
I just want to point out that Lord Dalius in the chat is saying that Michael, Levi needs to pay attention to that sign behind you.
Yeah, exactly.
Score.
1 and a 15. So 1 hit.
Okay.
Ooh, 10.
Okay.
Well done. Is this fight to the death, by the way?
That's a great question. We'll soon know.
Oh, jeez.
I would like to ask the wolves if this is a fight to the death, since I can communicate.
Don't let Lance near the wolves.
So I'm clear. Are you trying to speak to one of the direwolves?
I am.
Excellent. Your intelligence at 0, please. D20.
My intelligence at 0. Okay. My intelligence is 15.
15 or under on a D20, please.
I got a 19, so I did not pass.
No, they give you sort of a menacing grin, and you can see yourself sort of being sized up. The wolves have now taken note of you.
Okay.
Levi?
All right.
You say the word wyvern, I'm in.
Oh, let's get Levi's guards down here with their lances.
First roll is a 20.
Ah, very well then.
Cool, so double damage. Oh, sorry.
Andrew, I'm gonna do something.
Second roll is a 14.
Both a hit. Corrick?
Andrew, can I do something?
You sure can. Hang on 1 second.
All right.
I will whistle for the wolves to assume a guard position, and I step back.
Okay.
How these
Know
wolves?
ye enemies, know all of your enemies that a new master of the North Wind has arrived. As a master of the North Wind, the only fitting gift should be a fan.
Okay. You see Korik hand Levi a strange-looking blue fan. It has several odd notes on it. Lerm, you can do a spellcraft roll if you want to try and understand it.
Okay.
Intelligence at 0.
It's secretly the
Intelligence
menu
17.
to the Chinese restaurant.
12 made.
Well, yeah, it's a wind fan. It actually is the magic item, a wind fan, and will generate certain air effects.
That's cool.
And you can hand him the final thing, Korik.
I will produce a trump of someone that you may or may not know.
Are you handing it to Levi?
I'm handing it to Levi.
He hands you a slick, what it looks like a playing card, and it has a painting of an individual on it. Korik then bows, whistles to the wolves. Chrome, you had a comment?
Oh, no. I just was getting ready to get involved, but it doesn't look
Well done there, Prometheus.
Got it. All right, very good.
Now, Andrew, does this mean I have to read all the Amber books again?
Been a while for you?
Yes.
It's only 40 years.
Yeah, really. Okay.
Were there dragonflies in there?
Very good. You see Korik bow one time quickly to Levi, the new master of the North Wind, and he and the wolves exit through the main door.
Excellent.
Okay, Andrew, no fair bringing real actors into the game. I protest.
No, all good. All good.
But something we can celebrate is that Lord Gusumba, Jay Scott, is hosting us in his channel. Thanks, guys.
Oh, cool. Yeah, thank you.
Levi, D8, please. We are changing your battle order information. You are now 9th level.
Ooh.
With new hit points.
Ooh.
All right.
So, Michael, just to fill me in, now is that a guy in the order that you're in? Because that's an evil bunch, isn't it? The Crimson guys.
So I'm not sure that was I'm not sure where he came from.
Yeah, in Greyhawk, the Crimson guys are evil, but not in CrimsonHawk.
Okay.
So I got
dire wolves are bad news, man. They're evil. It took all my discipline not to attack them with Jim at my side.
It's a fair bet he was lawful evil. It is a fair bet. D8, Michael.
I got a 7.
Thank you. That. Okay. You move to 55.
All right.
Well done.
Your armor class has dropped one as well, and you should also note in your player's handbook the changes to your combat. You're now 3 to 13, 2 attacks around. You add item G to your list. Okie dokie, onward we go. You are standing out in the rain and holding a strange card, which is somewhat resisting the rain. And there's the picture of a young robed man on it. You can see he looks very similar to your former wizard, and indeed he has a razor sitting on his shoulder. The background image is odd in that it doesn't look like any area you've ever seen, and it's someone who obviously painted this picture. What do you guys want to do?
Go back to bed.
You can do that. All right.
Thank you all for coming. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anything from one of the magic users about this card or anything like that we can glean from this?
I like that he says one of the magic users. That's a very hopeful statement.
Yeah, really.
You can ask.
Well, we have Erol Otus right there. We have Lerm.
That is your magic user, correct?
We'll certainly, Lerm will examine it as he examined the fan, see if he can.
It's ice cold to the touch.
And it's just a picture of someone who looks like
Werdna.
Yeah, it looks younger than him, though.
What's the setting?
The setting appears to be, it looks like an open grass field. The grass is a funny color. It's more of a blue than the green grass you're typically evidenced of. And there are 2 suns painted in the background. One is bright blue and one is orange.
Ooh.
Some other plane of existence, maybe?
Maybe.
Do we notice anything using our skills in heraldry and our knowledge of such from the card?
Are you walking over to look at the card as well?
I am.
Okay. You can see as Lerm is holding it that it almost appears that there's some motion in it. that you would swear it's more lifelike than you've ever seen on a card or
It's a lenticular card. Cool.
You almost would buy that.
Are you speaking of Very View?
Say it one more time, Errol.
Very View? One of those things that you tilt back and forth and.
Yeah, that's a lenticular card. It's
I called it Very View.
Well, you'd be wrong then, Errol.
Wow. You know,
Oh, wow. Legendary game designer smacks down legendary.
Yeah, really.
Are we charging extra for this?
You know what's pretty awesome though was 67 Indian just dropped 5 gift subs in the chat.
Huzzah! Well done. Thank you very much.
Fight the power.
Andrew, I might inquire of Fever what this card is, what her wisdom tells me about this card.
Yeah.
Take a pair of percentile dice, roll those, please. Tell me the number.
I will tell you that the number was 92.
Wow.
You die.
Fever says you beat me by 1. Very impressive. Fever says she hasn't seen these on the CrimsonHawk area. She thinks this is something from where you used to come from, as she has vague memories, as did Werdna, of where that was. She says this is a contact card, and it's used to mentally communicate, usually with the person there. It requires that usually a magic user or a priest concentrates on it. Anyone who can cast spells can concentrate on the card and sometimes connect with the figure painted on it.
Nice.
Well, we have a magic user that could do that, and also
or a cleric too.
That's great information. Our cleric is drone. Is that right?
Yeah.
And also Orlando
Lerm is willing to try and communicate using the card unless you would like to. First, drone.
No, let's have you do it. You are a master of.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
I would recommend we all get in our equipment just in case something weird and magical happens.
That's a
So
good
that we-
idea. Strap up, man.
We aren't there in
we're
our
not-
pajamas.
Oh, we are?
Never. We live in our combat armor.
I see.
Legendary games designer James M. Ward assumes the role of platoon sergeant and tells us to jog out. I prefer to show up in my underwear.
Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, well, it's because of all those cute smiley faces on your briefs.
All right, we do
Lerm
that.
will try and communicate with the figure on the card who appears to be a young Werdna.
Add your intelligence and wisdom together, multiply that by 5, and give me that total, please.
Wait.
Ooh,
That's a lot of math.
Intelligence and wisdom
that is tons of math.
is
I'm
28.
pulling out my calculator.
So 100 and did you say 5?
Yeah.
No. So take your intelligence and wisdom. What's that total? Multiply that by 5.
Yeah, that's what I 28 times 5, so
Got it.
112.
Perfect.
I
Right,
lost
so-
those brain cells in a bar.
So roll percentile dice.
Oh no, wait. Yeah, okay, percentile. That's very good.
Lots of luck rolling 112.
There's a minus that he just doesn't know what the minus is.
I see.
We do have a question from the chat for Terry. Terry, are you smoking an aromatic blend or a proper English blend, if you happen to know?
An aromatic blend, because I don't want to smoke my dogs out of my house.
What was your number, Earl?
22.
Thank you, Earl. You notice that the card swims into
I hope
motion,
you win your little
and
D&D
you
game, honey.
see now, definitely, you would swear it must be some variant of Werdna. And it says, "Who are you?" And you can see now the pseudo dragon looking at you. What are you doing here?
We are companions of perhaps you, Werdna, in the future.
I am Nyrok. I am not Werdna.
You are Nyrok. You bear a remarkable resemblance to our companion Werdna, who is missing. And I wasn't here last week, so I have no idea why he's missing.
No, you're doing a good job there. I'll keep going.
We want to find him. He is very powerful and our friend.
He says, missing. That goes against what I knew. Very well then. You are Magi?
Indeed.
Errol, check chat.
Uh-oh.
I'm looking at chat. I see nothing yet.
Okay. Oh, just let me send it a second time. So much for being impressive. I don't know why it's not coming.
I see your original test still, but
No, it should be. It looks like a verse.
Yes. So I keep this to mind. How does this work again?
Basically, he says that is the command to open the tower.
To open the tower.
If he's there, indeed, this will allow you access. If he is
Excellent.
missing, this will be your history. But neither Sting nor myself can cross onto this plane where CrimsonHawk resides. I wish you well. And with that, he ends contact.
So Lance, do you think we could bring like 20 of your guards with us on this quest?
I will bring as much as we deems appropriate.
Okay.
I might even bring my wolfoid sons. Time to earn their
Really?
supper.
Wow. I'm all for it. Those are good boys.
So he has said instructed me that there's a verse to speak to open the door. Is that needed or?
Correct. That is your understanding of how the doorway to the wizard's the Tower of Ascension, as it was told to you, or the Phoenix Tower, would open.
Okay,
And
so
we're referencing the door in the center of our keep, right?
Yes, it's directly in the center of the keep, and it stands 5, 6, maybe 7 stories tall.
Okay, the door does, or the keep does.
No, the actual tower does. The door is 20 by 10, and it's made of that strange, unusual stone which we gathered up.
I shall summon my shield maiden.
Okay.
All right. I'm thinking about breaking a hole in the wall instead of going in the door. What do you guys think?
That is going to end badly.
Werdna, what does the material speak to you?
It's just I don't like going through doors I don't know about, but going through walls is always fun.
Well, this verse, once spoken, should open the doorway, the gateway. However, it is probably short-lived. So once we open it, if we decide to go through, we should go through quickly and realize we may not be able to.
I would say, like normally James would be right to breach from an entry that the enemy is not expecting. Andrew is not an enemy. We were just helped by a person that is opposite and understanding that we need to help him. So I'm pretty sure we can at least trust the first door.
Okay.
So let's go with the speaking the phrase.
Says the man who isn't in the front row.
Well, that's how I like to lead.
I've noticed.
Lerm, what do you want to do?
So I just want to mention to my companions that are we all ready? Because we need to go through quickly.
Right.
Yep. Preparation.
You guys ready to go?
I'm stalking invisibly.
Let us go.
All right.
Onward and upward.
The Doom Seekers mark this stronghold our own, formerly a place of darkness, never again to roam. Against evil we stand, crying none shall pass. We'll show enemies our hand here at Well's End.
Cool. Well's End.
You see the sides. That is very well done. Immediately you see the two sides begin to glow with a bright blue color. It fades and goes through the entire color spectrum until the door flows outward. Are you going in battle order?
Yes.
Yes.
Okie dokie. All right. The first row, consisting of Big John and Lance, get in with no problem. You feel a strange, slightly electric sensation for a second. Second row proceeding?
Yes.
Yeah, we should go through.
The second two also move forward, Chrome and Werdna. Chrome, you notice that your head clears up for the first time in a long time, and you have a sense of the sky. You can see something that you normally can't see. Your vision has extended. You do not know why. Third row. Lerm and Orlando, you each get to roll a d20.
Fun for you guys.
Is my tinnitus gone? Because that'd be great.
That's worth a lot. 16? 16?
7.
And a 7. Orlando, you feel a shock, and randomly you can pick one of your first level spells is expelled as it goes through the gateway of the door. And you feel that the door is collapsing. Last row going to try and go through?
Go, go, go.
Hit it.
Okay.
Yeah, we know we needed it.
Ron and Levi, you're
Yep.
going to try and go through? Okay,
Yep.
both of you make a save versus magic as well, please. Levi, you actually have an avoidance roll that you can roll.
All right.
That's a 13 or higher. Start there.
I saved.
Nick, the chat says to tell you to change your socks and take some damn Motrin like a man.
All right. I got a one.
What'd you roll?
I got a 1.
You got a 1.
That's not good, Levi.
Right.
So, all right. So you did not.
Well, on my avoidance.
Correct. You did not dodge. Now you can save versus magic, please.
All right.
I will have the chat know that I once did a 100-mile road march on one pair of socks.
Ooh.
You're up on the table now, so you need an 11 instead of a 12.
It's not good.
11.
On the number. You see Levi come through exactly as the door closes behind, leaving wolves, shield maidens, and all the others outside the door.
Oh, dang it.
That was cool, Andrew.
Who was
Really
left
cool.
outside the door?
Everybody. Everybody but the Doom Seekers.
Well,
Here we are.
Instead of a dark, cold tower, you are surprised to find a bright, warm area. There are many plants and lush vines wrapped all around a stone staircase leading up. Working conditions at their finest, you think. Large rugs make way with several pieces of relaxing furniture and 2 odd-looking tables that appear to be made entirely of water. You hear the soothing sounds of songbirds, and an unidentifiable light source provides the actual visibility. Working away at the table are the 2 Asgardian maidens who work for Werdna. One stands in front of the closer table, which is covered with scrolls, while the second seems to be filling several flasks from a small mortar stone bowl. Between the water tables, a strange marble tilework in blue and white is visible.
I'll go over to the vial lady and say, what are you pouring?
She says, Master has us creating healing potions, Lord.
Great. I'll take, how many you got there?
She has a total of 4.
Take them all.
I don't want to take them all. I'll take one and give them to Prometheus and Lance and Big John because they always get in trouble.
Okay.
Fair
hey,
enough.
Big Jim.
It's okay.
These are the extra healing troll potions.
Mm.
So it's 3d8 plus 3.
Love it.
Wow.
Okay. Any other actions?
Well, we got to ask
So-
the skull person what they're doing.
She's been transcribing scrolls for Drawn and for Werdna. She has 4 scrolls finished at the moment.
So what can you tell us about the disappearance of your master?
Well, they haven't seen him in several weeks, but that's not too unusual, knowing that he spends time with you fine lords, and he's usually only on the upper floors. We're only given commands or requirements. Normally, though, we see Razor or at least Smoke. Neither of them have been visible either.
So I will share with them what happened to their master.
Okay. Concern, but they can still get food, so they seem okay. They wonder if anyone has fed the animals in the zoo.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Trial by combat? Sounds
Yeah,
like
really.
fun.
Okay, we got to find out what the scrolls are so we can give them to our magic user and cleric.
You know, I hear Lance is really good with animals.
Yeah.
Indeed. So where is this zoo?
On Lord's 3rd tier is where the zoo is. The lab is on the 2nd floor, and the residence is above.
We're going to be so unhappy.
Indeed.
What's
Well,
the
Lerm will
scrolls?
go-
What's the scrolls?
Who's looking at a scroll?
The
Well,
wizard
I'll
and the
ask
cleric.
the woman scroll who's in charge of the scrolls. You said some were for Werdna. Is it all right if I have a look at those or take possession?
She nods. You are a known entity, and she hands you the first one, which is Magic Missile and Melf's Acid Arrow.
Magic missile and what?
Melf's acid arrow.
I will
Fine.
step forward and take a scroll.
Roll a 4-sided die if you're going to just take one at random.
Okay. How about a 2?
Excellent. Command.
Sweet. And I still have the scroll that Werdna handed me okay, so you know.
Perfect.
So we are in search of your master to find him, so that way you can continue your glorious work in eating as you are so worried about. So what might you give us specifically that you think would be of the most help for our mighty magic users?
You are taking the items that we are in charge of.
So there's nothing hidden in the back?
Well, one of Lord's Dryken is here, and you see she kind of, Nadine looks at you for a long time, Lerm, and she walks across the room and goes over to where the plush chair is and reaches underneath it and hands you the small black figurine of the tiger. And she says, I understand you are aware of this command word.
No,
Smile and nod. Smile and nod, boys.
So I just want to double check. The previous figurine I had was a white lion.
Correct. And this one looks scorched, almost as if it once was white, but it truly looks injured.
Oh.
So you're not sure where it's come from, but it is truly the thing you carried.
Okay, then I do know its name.
She bows and backs off. Anyone taking the final scrolls?
There's 2 more scrolls.
Oh, let's have a look.
Take them.
Brilliant job, Lance, on your part, asking for the hidden treasure. Nicely done.
I bet you feel pretty good about yourself.
The next one is Bless, Pure Light, and Prayer.
Good ones.
And the final one is Wizard, Invisibility, Spider Climb, and Web.
Okay.
Damn.
Those are all good ones. Those will be useful. Okay, well, hey, let's force the girls up the stairs.
And if you want me to read any of those scrolls, magic users, I go off at 18th level when I read them.
Say that again?
I'm a storm giant now. I have all the powers and the abilities of a storm giant. So if I read a scroll, it's going to cast at 18th level.
You can cast these magic user spells?
At 18th level, as I understand it, right, Andrew? That's how it goes?
That's a reasonable understanding.
I will give him the magic missile and Melf acid arrow scroll, because that's a lot more magic missiles than I would be casting.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you guys want to do?
I guess we'll climb the stairs.
You're going to head up the stairs?
Yes.
Go to the petting zoo.
Okay. And are you heading in battle order?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm invisible as always.
Got it. There are a whole host of vines and strange-looking flora and fauna wrapped around the stone staircase Brillier. And you can see that the staircase goes up. The first level of the tower is about 30 feet high to get to the second floor. You begin moving in battle order.
So given that we are trained hunters, with our non-weapon proficiency, do we notice anything about these vines that might warn us that they are perhaps more dangerous than they appear?
Do you have herbalism?
That's a good question.
No, I do not, but I have hunting, and
they look like
stab.
Plants. They're big plants. Actually, the ranger wyvern has a chance at identification. Ranger, roll your level or under on a d20, please.
Yes, sir.
Lance, good try. You're just not a ranger.
I got a 6. Got a 6.
I heard that all my life in the army.
So you have an odd sense of peace, some sort of pacification. The plants exude a vapor that I don't know if it's making you tired, but it's affecting Prometheus. We can see that. His eyes are hurting. You can feel sort of calm and a little bit tired. Your elves don't feel this as much, but the humans and the rest of you, these plants are generating some kind of affect. And you make your way to the second
No,
Do we
no.
feel? Hang on a second. We feel? Yeah, Jim, we're jumping that one.
That's right.
Well, hold on a minute before we continue. Can I say, having been a man of battle all my life, is this going to affect me in combat? Do I feel like I need to understand that my reaction might be slower? Am I weaker, or is it just?
You don't feel weaker. You're pretty buff.
That's true.
You just have a sense right now that everything's okay.
Okay. I'm screaming, kill them, chop them, and I'm starting to cut right into those things.
Tell me what you're using and where exactly you'd like to cut, please.
I'm pretty positive I want to use my sharpest blade, which in this case would be.
Before you do that, I just want to make a note that Erol's face was absolutely perfect when you said you were going to do that. This was Erol Otus.
Yeah, I'm using my longsword.
Okay, sure enough. Treated as armor class 9. The plant is easy to slice.
Thank you very much. I'm going to chop it into very little pieces. So the first round, I only do. Let's see. That's.
You're a ranger, right?
I am a ranger. That's why I'm killing these plants that are hurting us.
Plants are love.
Are they hurting us, or are they just removing anxiety?
No, they're hurting
just
us.
like a nice cup of chamomile tea.
I'm screaming. I'm screaming.
Your magic user sense serves you. This is definitely less. You don't know what the problem with the dwarf is. He's clearly overwrought.
Yeah, okay.
Overwrought.
I do 22 points to the vine on my first melee round.
The vine is very unhappy and quickly unrolls and goes up onto the ceiling level, sort of bifurcating near the top edge, so it's out of range. It truly did not like that. And it unrolls from the railing as well. There is a quick, sharp intake that you all have as the air around you restores. Nicely done.
How many feet away is it?
Well, for you to be able to get over there, you have to be able to climb upside down on the ceiling. And it's retreating.
No. What about a thrown item? How many feet away is it for throwing?
You could throw something at it, but it seems to have retreated from. Remember, it's on the first level, and you're on the stairs looking at the second level now.
Yes. Oh, it's still on the first
and the feeling,
level?
the calm feeling that bothered Jim so much is gone now, right?
Clearly, yes.
Okay, so we're all right. All right.
You are looking at the second level of what is truly a mad wizard's laboratory.
Great.
There are many strange contraptions here. Most of the objects are beyond the ability of the Doomseekers to identify. Fortunately, their wizard friend Lerm has some idea. You see an impressive alchemy laboratory. There are several troll torsos encased in glass globes with tubes emerging from them.
Wow.
Multiple pieces of skin and hide hanging on hooks are pinned to the wall, and laid out on the main stone table appear to be two long black, sort of slick gray looking cloaks and a set of boots and gloves. They shimmer in this weird firelight that's glowing. The walls are covered with shelves, severed limbs, containers of eyeballs, various food stuff. Immense glass steel bottles magically hover over curious carpets of flame, and their contents are definitely the multicolored puddings captured recently by the Medusa.
Oh, geez.
They are boiling in strange reticence. There is a bright red one and a dark black one. Two oversized bell jars each have large hearts, clearly the dragon hearts that you had seen in the past, and they are beating in times to the way the fire is flickering on those carpets. There's a definite sense of peace in this room as you get up there, and a monstrous Venus flytrap is sitting over by the center iron rod staircase going up to the third level. So lots of stuff here.
This is awesome, man.
KTF Fiend in chat, so they found Werdna's meth lab. Nice.
Yeah, we did.
So
yeah.
is the Venus flytrap blocking the entrance to the third level?
No, surprisingly, it's not. It just seems to be moving a little bit back and forth in time. It seems to be sort of mesmerized by the three glass bottles that are filled with the puddings, the colored puddings that Jim introduced to the party that Werdna captured, and they are all boiling.
Oh yeah, blame it on me. Thank you, buddy.
At a very high. Who's asking? You're not here. No, they're not.
Yeah, right.
They're boiling at a very high rate. The viscosity seems pretty thick.
So is there a reason why we want to mess with any of this and just kind of keep moving?
There is one.
Yes, there's lots of reasons.
So Andrew, the boots and is it cloak and gloves or boot?
I'm with you, Levi.
There are two sets of cloaks, and there is a single pair of boots and a single pair of gloves. They are made of a strange black, almost gray material. It looks like dragon.
I will take the cloak, the boots, and the gloves.
Okay.
Are you sure that's a good idea, Prometheus?
Yeah, the wizard was making these for me. This was the shadow dragon that we skinned.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, if I'm right?
Well, check the name tags.
Nice one, Orlando.
Important note, Orlando.
I know that they were sized for me, so I'll take the ones that are sized for me.
There is a single black cloak still left there, plus all sorts of things that are pinned to the walls. And you can see now, as you do that, the Venus flytrap's mouth sort of slowly opens and closes. It has a very thick, viscous, kind of green, milky sap that's extruding from it, running onto the ground in front of it. And it's still, all three of the heads seem to be very interested in watching the flame. They almost are mesmerized. But they
it has three mouths.
The Venus flytrap has 3 heads?
It has 3 heads.
That's important.
Each one is about 6 feet in size. So think of Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors.
I was just going to do that.
They just said that in chat.
I was going to say, feed me, Seymour.
Yeah, make it about twice as big each head. And they're sort of watching Chrome as he's helping himself. And are you putting this stuff on, Prometheus?
I am.
I will modify your armor class accordingly. Your vision in this sort of slightly darker chamber seems improved.
Oh,
Can I burn it to the ground, boys?
No,
let's
don't
just
do
keep
that.
moving.
Don't do that. Before Jim just destroys everything in here, I know this is like your thing. Just as a paladin, can I just kind of I'm not detecting any evil stuff in here, right? Because that's not, or would I?
You're going to concentrate?
Yeah, really take a minute and kind of just look and think of and just sort of feel what I'm picking up.
You see Big John close his eyes and begin murmuring as he focuses. And are you circling the room or just standing near? Where would you like to be? Notice your staircase is here.
Yeah.
And the iron stairs going up are here.
Oh, those are right in the middle.
Table. Here are the 3 boiling.
So what I'll do, I mean, I got it. It's a 60-foot range, but what I'll do is walk, sort of moving as I'm looking at this, sort of counterclockwise to each sort of important thing, so that I know that it's in range. I can get a good vibe from it. Like you have the table, you have those, all those kind of things that stand out. If I can just get within range and just sort of take a second, feel if there's anything bad coming from
For
it.
sure.
While staying out of range from the Venus flytraps.
For sure, the bubbling puddings come up badly. The dragon hearts that are beating over here, neither one seems to detect itself as ill in your opinion. But the puddings, they're on the shit list as far as you're concerned. But they seem to be encased in some kind of strange, incredibly strong glass. And there are pieces of almost shag blue carpet underneath them with a strange blue flame that's just burning and boiling them.
Right, they're being heated, right? They're being like sort of boiled, right? Oh, that's so weird. That's so cool. Wow, man.
I still advise we touch nothing and we move on.
Yes.
Could we eat one of the dragon hearts?
Do any of you guys have any herbalism
stuff? There are 2 dragon hearts. One has sort of a dark shimmer, and there are small little white flecks all along as it pounds in place. And the other is deep, 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 almost red ruddy, much larger. And they are both encased in strange crystal glass containers.
Wow, man.
So think of this, dear Doom Seekers. He has some sort of machine that is beating in unison, a process we don't understand. We do not know what happens if we remove any one part of this machine. We could unleash the end times. So yes, eating the heart might do good things for us or bad, but let's find out after we rescue our good wizard.
Could I say one thing too? 2 things. There was 2 cloaks. Is there another cloak there that no one's taken yet?
There is. There's a long cloak that appears to have been well tacked. If any of you have leatherworking, you recognize that the cloak was definitely tacked by an individual.
Is that something one of us should try? Should I try that on, guys? Would it fit me? Because I'm so huge, buff, and fantastically physical. I mean, would it work?
Go for it.
Do it.
Enjoy yourself.
And I would just say, I mean, I have lost a little respect for the dwarven race. So a warrior who won't eat a dragon heart, come on.
Do not goad him.
Yeah, really.
Nick, do not push. Come on. We know how this ends.
I'm just saying, I have to be honest about my opinions about dwarves. Right now, they're rather low.
Ignore him, Jim. He's just pushing your buttons. Don't do it.
Even a cavalier, like, man, this is your chance to be heroic. Like, let's feast on a heart, man.
Werdna put together those crystal hearts. I don't think he wants them destroyed.
No, don't mess with that. Can I try? What's up with the cloak if I put it on? Do I disappear and die?
So you put the cloak on, and as soon as you tie the tie, the rest of the party notices two things. One, he's a little bit more difficult to see, very similar to Chrome. And B, your vision has improved.
Ooh.
You seem to be able to see better. I am adjusting your armor class appropriately.
Nice.
And yeah.
Also, you guys about that herbalism or the poison thing. That's Venus flytrap was dripping sap onto the floor. Is that something? Yeah, maybe Jim Wyvern. Maybe you're as a ranger. Is that something we could use? Like, is it some kind of a compound that we could use?
You know what we could use is the seeds from the heart of each of those heads. I think we should just take care of it and do the job.
No, do not. No.
Okay, I won't, but I think you're wrong. I think you're letting an enemy sit behind us as we travel up the stairs.
I think you're missing the opportunity to eat a dragon heart. I mean, how long? That's like seeing one of Guy Fieri's diners, drive-ins, and dives, and then just driving right by and not stopping to get the fried macaroni and cheese.
I've done that before. The restaurant was garbage.
But that's also like torching Guy Fieri's restaurant on the way to visit Guy Fieri.
Yes, exactly right. Very good example there, Levi.
That's it.
Well done.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, I would like to see the dwarf eat a dragon heart, but
it's not happening.
Let's go upstairs.
You're heading over to the iron staircase in the center?
Yeah, in the middle.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that a chicken?
Big John and Lance, each of you can roll a 20-sided. That was good, Nick. I like that.
I heard it. I was ignoring him.
I was tempted.
Each of you can roll a 20-sided, please.
They don't call me Chaos Actual for nothing.
I rolled a 14.
Thank you.
Got a 15.
The plant sort of watches you, and all three heads get to the same height as you move to the staircase. The sap seems to be not separating from where their mouths are and where the ground is. So there's a free-flowing 3 to 5 feet of this thick, viscous material. And it doesn't seem to move toward you for some reason. You're not sure what it is, but the plant seems to allow you two to pass up the stairs.
Do we see anything as an illusion that I might use my cavalier-like abilities to see through?
Yeah, you can smell it and you can see it, and you don't think that plant's an illusion at all.
Wow, this is so interesting.
Up you go?
Up we go.
Okay.
I will lead the way.
All right. Lance steps in front of you, Big John, and suddenly both of you feel a massive pressure in your head. Check, check. And that's what you hear in common.
All right.
Lance.
Who is free? I will speak to the air that spoke to me.
Yeah, who is free? Who is this?
Suddenly you see Lance grabbed from above, 3 huge hairy arms. They are massive, bigger than either of the two of you. Wrench him up from the stairs and tear him. You hear a roaring sound from some kind of creature. Lance, you take 23 points.
Oh my God.
And save versus death, if you would.
Oops.
Save versus death. Wow.
What the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
Paralyzation, poison, death. It's the first take.
I'd like to point out that escalated quickly.
I know. It suddenly gets very serious up here.
The arms are coming from above down the staircase?
Correct. Yes. They literally yanked him up the staircase. They were probably about maybe 6.5 feet long, massive and hairy.
Three.
And were all 3 left hands.
Do I get any bonuses for my survival skill?
You have a +2 on your save, and if you have a wisdom bonus or magic armor, you can tack those pluses in. Otherwise, you need an 11.
That'll teach you.
All right. Yeah, well, it's okay. I got a 12.
Well, okay. So you will just take the damage. You are looking at a monstrous ape. It's horrifying.
What was the damage?
Grab you, and its mouth has grabbed onto your neck, and it is. You can see Big John directly behind. He is crushing his windpipe, and blood is spurting out. You take another 6 and we'll have the other 3 arms attack.
What is the damage? I missed that.
All right, so 24, so 30. You've taken a total of 34. This huge carnivorous ape has yanked him up off the staircase, and he is in the room on the second floor.
Well, I'm going up to support him, swinging like hell. If you guys got any spells, man, bust out, because here we go.
Any spell?
Prometheus has 1,000,000 magic missiles to
What's
send
that?
in. Prometheus has 1,000,000 magic missiles.
All right, any casters? Is anyone casting?
Can we see this ape? Or
Can I
You
stab
cannot. You
this
guys are
ape?
down the stairs. No one. Only those 2 have gone up. I've heard no one. Actually, that's not true. I heard Prometheus say he was going up. So
Yeah.
I would like to
yeah,
stab
we'll follow.
upward.
We'll follow. I will learn.
using-
We'll follow.
all right,
Using
so
my
people are
combat
gonna-
reactions, I would like to stab upwards the minute it grabs me.
Yeah, screw that, man. I'm supporting my friend here.
So let's start at the top of the stairs with Big John and Lance. One of you roll.
All right.
Freaking unbelievable. Beat a 2.
All
That's disappointing.
right. I got a 19. A
Okay.
natural 19.
All right.
A
and so
natural
now
19.
before we move on, first we gotta deal with the plant. Let's battle order row 2. Each of you make a quick save.
A save against what?
This is against paralyzation poison, please.
All right. I told you guys. No, you don't listen to the little dwarf. No.
I thought everything in Werdna's place would be friendly and helpful to us.
Yeah, right. I'm fine.
Okay.
What's
From-
happening to them? I'm sorry.
You're making a save versus
We're just seeing if the
paralyzation.
plant notices them or is interested. One of you might be carrying something that the plant enjoys. And so then the plant wants to enjoy
Yeah, I'm
it.
carrying some Greek fire. It'll enjoy that.
Some
Chrome?
jerky.
D20, please.
Oh, me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You were the third person said you were going.
Yes, I rolled an 8. I don't pass. I mean, I don't make my save.
Actually, I don't know what your hit dice are technically anymore. What are you?
I'm a storm
Jim?
giant.
What does he class on the Storm Giant Monster table or on the PC table?
No, Storm Giant Monster table.
13, 20. Okay, so that means you need a 4. Okay, and you rolled a
Oh,
1.
I made it. Yeah. I made
Throw the monk.
Greater, lesser? Where does he fit on the saving throw table for monster?
Lesser.
Thank you. That's all I needed. Okay. Orlando and Levi, D20.
All right. 13.
17.
Come on. Aren't we? We're for the plant. Why aren't you guys doing your job? Lerm and Drawn, please. D20s. Somebody for the plant.
15. Sorry.
Walter,
10.
you guys are not following the correct plant toxicology. Yeah, so the plant is not an issue. And the top 2, you guys have command. Big John and Lance, when you get to the top of the steps, this is what you see, and we'll talk about it in initiative.
Big John and Lance.
Okay.
I thought
You
they
are
were
looking-
pulled to the top of the stairs.
Lance has actually been thrown onto the ground. You can see 3 things of import within this room. Clearly, you now know where the menagerie is. There are many beings visibly captured. However, there are also some things that are escaped. Clustered in the corner where the S is are 5 more of these monstrous ape-like creatures.
Good God.
They are trying to reach a small black cat with wings that is hopping around up in the air trying to avoid being hit. Next to them is a humongous set of doors where the 5-headed reddish hydra, 6-headed hydra with a strange multicolored gem set between its head is. And it's roaring and banging on the 2 doors. To the right of that is an umberhole that is also curiously looking at the party.
No.
Okay.
How tall are these apes?
How tall are they? They are 9 feet tall.
So I can't stun them.
You suspect their weight, they probably tip in around 1,100 pounds.
I think they're-
And how many of them are there, Andrew?
There
Lots.
are 6.
So have they been weakened by the fact that Andrew wasn't there to feed them?
Andrew
So
doesn't
would they
see
get-
anything, and who are you asking? Okie dokie. Big John, you have the comm.
Well,
Get him, buddy. Get him.
whatever one's hurting Lance, he's gonna die. So
Got it.
first roll, I'm
Armor
gonna use
class
2.
4.
Say again.
Armor class 4.
So I'm going to do 2 attacks. I do 3 every 2, so I'll do 2 right off the bat. The first roll is an 11 plus my bonuses makes it
That's a hit. Weapon you're using?
The two-headed sword, which is 3d6.
Okay.
Wonderful weapon.
It's just my favorite weapon. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. Remember, treat me as large, so that's a 3d6. Terry.
Right. Yep, I did. 12.
Got it.
22 for the first hit.
Okay. Yeah, vivid red blood comes gushing out as you slice into the white fur, and it howls. It has
How dare he attack my friend? How dare he attack my friend? One more. You know what? I'm going to give him a little more good news.
All right.
Well said, sir.
That's a 13. I'll take that as a hit too.
That so needs to go on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Give him the good news, man.
I'm going to give him more good news.
5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is 23 points of damage. Eat that.
A fountain of blood, and the head.
Yeah,
comes
give
off
me a
of the
more.
first
Give me a
half.
bigger fountain.
And it lets go of Lance's throat. Lance, you can now speak again, and it crumbles to the ground. The other 5 apps immediately stop going after the strange little winged cat and howl at you. One of them wrenches open the Hydra's doors, while a second leaps over toward the Umber Hulk, and the 3 remaining come flying at Big Jim and Lance. They use their 6 arms and pick up the spears that are along the wall, and they fire 12 spears at the 2 of you.
12 spears?
Wait, hold on.
I have them just where I want them.
Hang on.
Good God, man.
They're all getting excited. We start with Lance. Lance,
All right.
you still have initiative on round 1. The rest of you, Peanut Gallery, are round 2. So let's figure out round 1.
All right, am
Y'all
I
come
rolling
up here
for-
and cast some damn spells up in here.
What do you got
All
for
right.
me, Lance?
All right, it's a large creature. Which one's closest to me?
You have 3 to choose from. They're all spear-carrying apps. And they
Which
are
one looks the
monstrous.
meanest?
Sorry, say that again.
Which one looks the meanest?
The meanest one is over by the Hydra, and it's just wrenched the 2 doors off where the Hydra was being held.
I got you. I'm hitting that one.
You're going to run across the room toward that one?
Yep. I'm going to use charge straight ahead. Screaming
And the
my war
Hydra.
cry.
So you see Lance go racing past you, Big John, into the throw of the ape, right to the doors where the Hydra is now looking happily. The door's open? So it looks very excited to see Lance. Keep in mind, it has that strange sort of reddish, weird aspect color, and the gems stuck in its foreheads between each head of the 6 heads. All right, Lance, armor class 4, please. You're going after the biggest one. Well done.
I'm going after the biggest one. All right. So armor class 4, got to get an 8. All right. I hit it for the first one, hit it for the second, and they're large creatures.
Oh, hell
So-
yeah. At 8 9 feet, this thing weighs just under 1,200 pounds.
All right. So 20 on the first one, and then do a little math, 15 on the second. So 35.
35. Lance smashes into the second one and tears it down. It screams as he back attacks, and the 2 vivid blade lines go right through it. It gushes blood, but does not fall. Okay. Some of you, Prometheus, you have an enhanced dexterity. You have a deity dexterity.
Yeah, I have a 20 dexterity.
Okay, you have a chance of engaging at the end of round 1. You can roll a 20-sided die. Only a 20 will fail you. Otherwise, you'll have to wait till round 2. Roll a 20-sided, and you need 19 or under.
I rolled a 6.
What would you like to do as you come to the top of the stairs? Take a look at the map, please, and ask questions.
I would like to burn that magic missile scroll on as many targets as I can.
So take a look. So you're coming up the stairs. Reading that spell, you'll get 1 every 3rd level. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc., etc. How many missiles are you going to shoot per apt?
Per ape?
Apt. APT is the term that
Oh,
they
they're
are.
apts.
Barsoom apes. The
I don't know.
monstrous.
How many do I get? What's the total?
So at 1st level, 3rd level, 5th level, 7th level, 9th level, you go up to 18. So you're going to fire 9 missiles. How many per apt are you firing?
I see. I thought it was a lot more, but it's only 9 missiles?
Yes, it's only 9.
Dude,
That's
sink
a
them
pretty
all,
good
sink
deal.
them all into the
Most wizards
Hydra.
are like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Save some for me.
No,
Nine is,
the Hydra,
9 is a
dude.
pretty good deal.
I agree with Terry on that one. Yeah, the Hydra is
Launch
probably going to be our
launch
biggest.
it to the Hydra, dude. I'm going to the Hydra. Help me out. I'm going to go kill that.
Okay, I'll burn all 9 on the Hydra.
Yes.
You're going to fire them at the Hydra?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Immediately, the missiles go shrieking forward toward the Hydra. They extend in length. They are long, bright yellow barbs, and each one gets gobbled up by the gems in the heads of the Hydra. Now, suddenly, the Hydra's eyes glow with that strange, flickering, yellowish-orange light that came out of the magic missile spell.
Great.
Don't toss magic at the Hydra.
Okay, I might have made a mistake.
Okay. We were
Mistakes were
executing.
made.
All right.
I didn't know.
Great.
Round 2.
Damn it.
I need the highest charisma of numbers 1 through 4. It's probably Big John.
I'm the most handsome dude here. No, he's not William Wallace. I'm prettier than this man.
What's your number?
1880.
Wow.
I have an 18 comeliness.
Anyone else with an 18 charisma?
Heck
1 through
no.
4? Okay. Big John, immediately the strange black cat has flown behind you and is basically hiding behind your back, just so you know.
Cool.
Okay. Hey,
All right.
Nick, I'm really sorry about the magic missile thing. I thought I was doing the right thing.
We were trying to run a game plan. We have to adapt and overcome.
Ready?
That's right. Adapt
What do you got,
and
Andrew?
overcome.
Spellcasters, are you any spellcasters casting?
Yes, I'd like to. There are 3 apes at range who are how far away?
3
In other
apps
words-
are
Apt, sorry.
they are within 10 feet of the staircase.
So they're not adjacent to anybody yet. The ones who
they're corpse to
didn't
corpse.
they want
Absolutely.
to go to a wall and grab spears and no?
No,
So
we all
you-
have better weapons than those dumb spears.
Oh, he's saying were the apes?
Oh, I thought the
gonna do
apes
that?
ran to a wall to grab spears.
Right there. So can you see over here? These are the
Yes.
walls that are filled with racks of spears.
Yes.
And this is where there are 3. There's 2 over here. There's 1 over here, and there's 2 over here for apps.
So some of them are not adjacent.
Shouldn't those spears have hit us, Andrew?
If I win initiative, they get to. But
Okay.
it's a round 2 action because they were trying to eat the cat. You
All
know,
right,
this one,
I'm with
and
you.
Because
Thanks
you
for
killed
helping.
one, they stopped and then went to do all the crazy things that they're doing.
Is
Yeah.
it true that the 3 apes over by the spears are not adjacent to party members?
That is true as of this point in combat.
At this point, okay, so I will try and encompass 3 or, hopefully 3 in Stinking Cloud.
Yeah, it depends on your AOE, what your area of effect is. So just check your total area. If you're
20 by 20.
It's what?
Stinking Cloud 20 by 20.
If it's 20 by 20, you can roll a 10-sided die to determine if the last apt is in or out. 5 or under in, over out.
Low is good.
Correct.
No, 8.
Great. All right. Well, let's put your money where your mouth is and see if you guys win initiative before that even becomes an issue. Ready?
Oh,
Errol, you can roll for us.
Damn. Beat an 8.
we get 1 dice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
20 sided.
This is a
One
group combat.
20-sided. 120-sider.
Yes, sir.
You want
Beat
me
an
to
8.
do it?
Yes.
6.
6. The apts have it.
What?
The first one.
Oh, do I get to add my
No.
dexterity?
No, you get to
No.
add nothing.
Yeah. In regular combat, no. In individual combat, yes, you tack on your dex. But when you are in group, you do not. Okay, so let's go through the order and enjoy. All right, here we go. Apt number 1, he is saving all his love for Drawn. Apt number 2 is smart enough to go for Big John. Apt number 3 is going for Chrome. Wounded Apt is sticking with Lance. And
Let's dance.
And the remaining one is opening the Umber Hulk's cage entirely at this point. Okie dokie. And then the Pyro Hydra will take its first action.
Pyro Hydra, great.
Here we go.
Great. This is
Come on.
great.
You guys this is all about enjoyment. All right. 2 spears come flying out, Big John, at you. And you can roll a 20-sided die.
What do I want for that? Low or high?
You want to get above an 8.
You have my armor class there, right? It's pretty low.
I do have your armor class.
I'm
You
just
are
checking.
hard to hit, yeah.
Okay. I need here's a 20-sided. I rolled a 17.
Impossibly, the spear that looks like it was targeted right on him goes right through him, but you all have sort of a fuzzy look, except for Chrome. He must have been a foot or 2 over somehow. The spear went right through where he was, but he wasn't.
Look of displacement.
Nice.
Oh, you're displaced, buddy. Way cool.
You take 8 damage from the one that hit you.
Okay.
Lance. Oh, you're
All right.
actually head to head. This one does not have spears. 19, 14, 3 hits. And goes for the bite with a 20. Natural 20.
Natural 20. That's how you play D&D, Andrew.
Roger that. Actually, in Multane, 2 20s in a row is a double damage, but we're not doing that here because we're in
Yeah, that's good because we're Gygaxian.
That's right. Lance, you take a total of 14. And this one also has attached to your throat. And you can see now the one side of the arms are cinching and seizing as it's trying to power you into its maw and literally swallow you whole.
These things suck.
Ron?
Yes.
Look at that.
Give him an adjustion.
Natural, but 2 hits twice. You're hit with 2 spears for 9.
Okay.
And Chrome, you get to roll. That was drawn. Chrome, you get to roll a d22 versus my first spear as well.
10.
While he does that, Storycaster says he's taking notes because this game is just full of so much gold-pressed latinium.
I quite agree.
You guys have exactly the same experience looking at Prometheus. You'd swear the spear transfixes him solid. These things are monstrous falchion spears. It goes right through his body. He's not there.
Wonderful.
He's truly about 2, maybe 3 feet over to the right. 1, 2, 3. You're still hit 3 times, and now let's go for the bite with a 19. Excellent hit. You take a total of 10. You take a total of 19.
Okay.
That made also the apt has grabbed onto Prometheus, and it's the arms are all stacking around his body and literally trying to pull his head into its maw. Meanwhile, the Hydra sees Lance and Big John, and it looks at you, trying to understand what just happened. And immediately, the first 3 heads go for Big John, and you're hit twice. And the second 2 heads, they attack the apt.
Really?
Hydra's an equal opportunity consumer. It really likes
Wow.
here. Big John, attack on 15 damage. And because you had wounded Lance, because you had wounded him so hard, he actually goes down and dies. The second apt goes under when the Hydra grabs it and literally shreds it in half.
That's fun. Yeah.
How you like me now?
The last apt has effectively wrenched open the Umberhulk's cage, and it's now standing kind of stupidly staring. And
because it's confused.
It's flailing a bit, and it's shivering and shaking, suddenly shuddering, trying to understand what happens. We move to the top of the order. Big John, what would you like to do? Pyro, 4 apts, Umberhulk. What do you want to go after?
Say it again. I'm sorry, I missed that.
Sorry, Pyro Hydra. 4 apts, Umberhulk.
Guys, I think. What do you think? This Hydra's going to kick
our
butt.
Conversation with other people. You're in simultaneous initiative.
Yeah, you got to do it, big guy.
You.
Hydra, go.
I would like to, as a reality television star, he's used to bringing the color and telling you what's going on. Perfectly in keeping.
Thank you, Nick.
Moment.
As an entertainment professional, I kind of want to involve the audience and everybody else. But okay, we'll play by your rules, Jim. And Andrew, okay.
Big John, you're front line. There are no audiences here. Armor class 5 versus the Hydra. Head or body shot, please.
Please take the head. Please
I'm
take
trying
the
to
head.
take one of the heads right
Who
off.
are you talking, Peanut?
No,
I'm sorry.
No. That's an obvious one because if
Andrew,
I can, I didn't even need Jim's help for that. I know I appreciate it because if I can knock out one of those heads, that's even better.
Hydra heads. I mean, it's obvious, right?
I'm not the smartest dude in the bunch, but I am the best looking. And I'm going to go ahead and swing with that huge 2-handed sword, saying, "How dare you? How dare you?"
Armor
get him,
5.
buddy. Get him.
He doesn't look very bright. Hydra doesn't look like it's the brightest bulb in the room. Of course, the apps aren't very bright either. They're just pissed off.
That's a 16 on the head.
Hit. Roger that.
Damage. Now I only get to attack once this round, right? Because I attacked.
Correct. That's absolutely true. 3d6 plus your strength bonus.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20 points of damage.
Big John wades in and blue blood erupts everywhere, and this huge head goes pitching off to the side.
Oh, that's nice.
Onto the ground. As it hits the ground, you hear a crunching sound in the stone. Lance?
Huh.
Oh, my understanding is the Umber Hulk has not completely left the cage, correct?
He is in the cage. That is absolutely true. There's a huge apt in front of it that seems to be in some kind of a stupor at the moment.
I would like to charge the door and slam it shut.
Close your eyes.
Okay. What is your Ben Bar's lift gates?
Let me pull that up.
I think it's 1 million, isn't it, Lance?
Yeah, sounds like about right. All right. I says open door. No, that's not it, is it?
No, Ben Bar's lift gates, BB. Last in the column.
BBLG.
50%.
50%. Red or black?
Red is a good color.
35. You see Lance smash the door, and the apt and the Umber Hulk are now locked into that cell.
Oh, very well done.
Well,
So
That's
very
awesome,
well done.
Lance. That's awesome.
We
By
cheer
Vern?
you, sir.
You have
I have to attack the Hydra.
I believe you.
Are you going to let
Armor
me have
class
3
5.
attacks? Are you going to let me have 3 attacks or 2 attacks?
You're 3 I think you're 3 for 2. I don't think you're 5 for 3.
I'm 3 for 2.
Yeah, so that's 2 attacks.
Okay.
Armor class 5.
Yep. Strike, and it's larger than man size.
At about 40 feet, it's pretty big.
Yeah. So I got a 1 to 1.
You guys are killing my Hydra.
1 to 12. Yeah. Well, that's the idea there, my good friend.
It's not my fault that I didn't get to feed the thing. I got to make an automated feeding system. Well, hopefully I'll eat one of you, and then I'll be satisfied.
Werdna, I'm really not. I really don't like coming to visit you, man. I feel like this is a dangerous place. I was expecting
You is not for the
It
public.
really is.
You guys are not in the public facing. The first floor is very nice. That's the only place you're supposed to go.
Yeah, really.
Who are you talking to anyway?
2 and
Jim?
31 points. 31 points.
The second head comes flying off in an explosion of blood all over Werdna, and it crashes to the ground. More of that odd sound, Werdna. You hear that weird cracking sound in the stone.
Yeah,
what does that sound like? You said that before. Is that something I can identify? What is that? What is
It
that?
has a gem right in its head or something.
Yeah, is it because of the gem in its head? Maybe, I don't know.
You're not a dwarf, so you have no understanding of stone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Chrome, you're number 4.
Let's see. I think you say this thing has got me with all 3 arms, and its big mouth is all trying to swallow me, right?
Yes, the mouth has literally expanded, and it looks like it's trying to force your body into its maw.
Okay. Oh. I have three tubes of death toxin, burn a toxin, and I just flip it into its mouth as it goes, and just
you're gonna pop it right in.
Yep.
Okay. Dexterity. Oh, you have a 20 dexterity. Only a 20 will fail.
9. For a minute,
You see, incredibly, all of the veins on the apt strick out in it, and it goes into rigor right on you, and every single limb seizes as it smashes to the ground and goes banging down the stairs toward the second level.
Nice.
He's dead. Nice. That was the second biggest one. Very well done.
Well
Orlando.
done.
I will cast Cure Light Wounds on Lance. I think he was the worst beaten up.
Yeah, well done.
D8 plus 1, please.
Well, and he gets 4 points.
Lance, got that?
Yep.
Lerm.
So let's see. That's 3 dead apts and 1 trapped.
Correct. 1 is locked up, and the 2 that you're going to stinking cloud. I do get a save.
Yes. Yes, there's a save. I think they're out of commission for 1 round. No
Yeah, they're both retching uncontrollably in the corner, and they have dropped all the remaining spears. It looks like they were trying to gather them up to do another spear launch, but they are incapacitated at this point.
Oh, good.
That takes 2. Levi?
Okay, so I'm assuming are the Hydras a dragon kind?
Hydra singular. Yes, it is considered draconic.
Okay, so if I use my bow, I get a bonus.
You do an extra plus 10 points of damage per hit all day long.
All right.
Keep in mind, you are firing into massive melee. There are 4 party members over there, but it's outstanding that you are firing. I appreciate that so much.
I'm going to go for that.
Let's not do that. I'm armor class 5. I need the exact number you roll, please.
Yes. Hold on a second. Where's my... there it is. Roll. 19. Was
The Master of
first
the
one?
North Wind sends a long forked barbed dart that smashes into one of the Hydra heads right into the jewel. You hear it shriek, and there's an explosion of yellow energy, and that head collapses into a pile of mush.
Oh, wow.
Now,
Second attack.
Second attack is
That's 3 heads of the 5.
17.
It's got 6 heads. Remember, I corrected that error.
Oh, okay.
17. Hits, and the total, please. It still could live, possibly.
All right, and that will be hold on a second. 1D.
Correct.
1D8.
Plus 10.
Okay, so it's a 7 plus 10.
An incredible explosion as the dragon boat blows out. I wish your rolls had been a little lower so a party member could have enjoyed that. Second Hydra head explodes out. Now 4 are gone. The Hydra rears back, shrieking in despair. Drawn?
I'll do what I've been trying to do for the last 19 rounds. I'm going to cast Bless.
Got it. Oh, no. You got that off technically at the beginning of this round. So it was the end of round 1. So yeah, you could tack that on to everyone else. But yes, for round 2, you can actually take advantage of that.
Got it.
And that gives a +1 to everybody.
Yep.
Going
Oh,
forward
cool.
for round
Nice
3.
one.
Got it. Roger that. Okie dokie. Since I won round 2, we move to round 3. Any spellcasters?
Yes.
1.
Yes.
2.
Errol, you casting a spell, buddy?
I don't think so, because the Hydra is not something to cast spells at. The H.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to cast a spell either. That's true.
No. Okay. Got it. Orlando, yes. Drawn?
Yes.
Okay. Who's got it? Beat a 16. I'm for the other team.
Errol?
16.
All right, Errol.
Oh my. 6.
6. Nope.
Almost.
The remaining
It was
apps,
kind of 16.
the remaining apps try and panic their way out of the cloud. 8, he's not getting out. No, they are both flailing uncontrollably and are incapable of figuring their way out.
Cool.
The Umber Hulk is very disappointed, but it does have something to eat. And it quickly attempts to sever the head with 3 hits on the apps. And then 2d6. And yes, quickly takes down the one that's in the cage with it. And now it comes to the door and is kind of glaring at you, Lance, looking at you. The Hydra tries to take care of business. Wyvern hit with a 19.
Uh-oh.
Big John hit with a 15.
Well, life is like
Ridiculous,
that.
ridiculous.
You
Yeah.
hear a crunching, grinding sound. Big John, you take 9, and suddenly you're flooded with bright energy as one of the magic missiles pumps into you from the Storm Giant. And so you take an extra 5. So total
So
14.
15 total on that one?
14, sorry.
14. Oy vey.
Wyvern, you have the exact same gift that keeps on giving.
Uh-huh.
You take 7 plus 9, 16 total.
Yes, sir.
The Hydra howls. But that's all I got going. The cat is flying hysterically all over the room.
Is he staying behind me?
Very much so behind you at the moment.
Okay, cool.
Top of the order, Big John, you have first position.
I've had it with this Hydra. I'm swinging on that other head. I have 2 attacks now.
Okay, let's have it.
First attack, 14
Armor
plus
class
6, 20.
5. That's a hit. Okay.
6, 4, 11, 21.
The head comes clean off.
I still got one more attack though, too, right?
You do. You can reverse your blade and attempt to take.
As
your
I
final
swing
hit.
through and take that one out, I'm like, I got a little more news for you, buddy, and come back and get the other one.
Well said.
Brave Macbeth. Well, he deserves that name, lad. All right, here we go. 18. That's a natural 18. So okay, cool. Let's move on.
We all hope for it to be better. Damn it.
And the total there, big roll, 15, 25 on that one.
The Hydra falls forward against the bars with a whomp, and the last head just collapses down on its neck.
Screw your
pouring
reptile.
blood all over the place. The room is mostly silent now, except for the retching sounds of the 2 apps that are over in the corner. They are encased in Lerm's stinking cloud at the moment, but you can hear the howling, miserable sounds. The cat lands on your shoulder, John.
Ooh, nice.
Can we see through the cloud?
Stinking cloud is mostly obscured, but you can see a little bit into it. Yes, you can.
So would I be able to shoot arrows into the stinking cloud and try to hit?
Yes, you'd fire at a
Yeah.
-2 unless you have blind fighting, and then blind fighting would be at a null set number.
And I've got blind fighting, so yeah.
Oh, okay. So then you fire it at 0. Correct. No adjustment.
Are we still going in order? I'm volunteering to go ahead and pull that bow out and do the deed.
What are you gonna do? You're up. No one's doing anything. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm shooting at our buddies in the cloud. So
treat them immobilized, so they're at armor class 8 at the moment. Ready?
All right.
Don't blow this, Michael. Don't blow this.
I got a 20. So that one was good.
Wham! The first arrow sinks in hard. Okay. Second one.
Next one is a 19.
Wham! Yeah, you see the new Master of the North Wind put in 2 fevered blows, and those arrows go in hard. Give me the damage, 2d8.
All right. And
by the way, Michael, this is role playing, so maybe that sword isn't appropriate in your hands.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. All right. So 11 for the first one.
You're the worst.
I just don't want him falling on it. You know how that works.
It was kind of scary. It was looking a little freaky, actually. I was like, you're gonna hurt yourself with that. That sharp end right there.
Yeah, really.
And a 12 on the next.
Okay. Yes. The first apt goes down, leaving only 1 remaining.
You're gonna play with knives. Play with training knives.
There we go.
Oh, snap.
Any other actions this round?
Okay, I'm worried. I scream, don't look at the Umber Hulk.
Right.
And I'm worried about regeneration, so I grab the gems out of the foreheads of the dead Hydra heads.
You're going to try and peel 1 out this round?
I want to peel them all out.
You can try and do 1 this round. What is your physical strength?
It's only a 1895.
1895. Make an open door roll, please. 14 or under on a d20.
I got a 13.
Yeah, you see Wyvern grab in and wrench out one of the strange kind of amber-looking gems. And it's glowing happily right now since it's currently charged.
And is it head-sized? Is it that big?
No, it's fist-sized. It's big. I mean,
okay,
it
very
was
good.
stuck in the center of the Hydra's head.
Thank you.
So since the dwarf has been right before when he called it on the plant, I'm going to follow his example and wrench one of those out.
All right.
Open door, please.
Can I ask while they're doing this? Can I ask Fever what the gems are?
So it says 16 out of 20 is what I wrote. Is that right?
Correct. That is correct.
And I got an 18. So did I make it or not?
No, you are unable to wrench the gem out. Fever, roll percentile dice.
Fever gets a 31.
She believes it's an absorption function.
Ah,
that makes sense.
And when they're absorbed, they can then be used in reverse. So anyone can now evoke the gem and fire what came out backwards.
So we now have gems with magic missile.
Yeah.
Werdna has it. We just are borrowing him temporarily.
Would that benefit her sheath?
These gems are worth a fortune. They are fist-sized amethysts, so they're huge.
Ooh.
But Karen wants a gem.
I will pull one out and add it to her sheath.
Okay.
You'll try.
Open doors.
So I have a 24 strength.
24. Titan is 25. Storm Giant's 24. So that's a 19 and 20.
You wuss.
Yeah.
5.
You should train like me and Wyvern to get it natural instead of pretending you're a storm giant.
Literally, with your boot, you're able to push it against the Hydra's head and pop the gem out and then slap it right in. Immediately, you feel now as if a spell has slotted into your head.
Oh, jeez.
Vanishes as Fever takes control of it.
So can I try again for another one?
We're still on this round because I have a couple more little things going on. So I need to hear if any of the people who haven't done anything are doing anything this round. So that's Orlando, Drawn, and Lerm.
Remember, we have one gorilla still in the cloud.
Correct.
Picture of the room.
Throwing up.
Could we see a picture of the room? Just briefly,
You want to see your map again, Andrew?
Yeah, I popped it up.
Is there an exit?
You can see between the racks of the spears is this strange-looking buttress connected to the outside exterior of the wall, and there's a set of brass rungs going up this narrow chute. It looks like a hand ladder.
Great. And we haven't investigated that big room with the dotted lines and the doors open either, have we?
That's where the Hydra was.
Okay.
Are there any other creatures in the other cages? No, just the Ember Hulk?
No, at the moment there don't seem to be.
So Lerm is going to keep an eye on that ladder for the moment.
Okay, got it. Orlando?
Yeah.
I'm also not doing anything right now.
You're quick. Hang on 1 second, Levi.
If anybody needs healing, pull back to the medic. I got you.
Okay, I'd like healing.
Cure serious or cure critical, whichever one it is.
Cure serious, please.
Cure serious, 2d8 plus 3, please.
He gets 11 points back.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm the same. I got beat up, but I can use my own laying on hands if I have to, but I got taken down pretty good.
That is the end of combat round 4, and nothing I have can combat to initiate round 5, so you have automatic control. What would you like to do?
That's Big John first.
Well, so I've got a general question. Are any of the empty cages look like they were previously occupied? Are they open? As in, like, are there other things that are maybe have wandered up the ladder, or should be here but seem to be missing?
Let's kill the apt first.
So that's a suppositional question. I can answer it the way you asked it.
Yes,
and I will do so after you finish the melee round. So,
all
right. Any action? We start with Big John and Lance.
Anybody want to heal me, or do you have enough of that, or I want me to do it to myself?
In point of fact, as a paladin, you would not partake of healing on yourself until everything that you considered evil was finished. So you have a choice to make. There is a locked Umber Hulk, which you believe is non-attacking, and you also have one living apt, which is writhing on the floor, and you can see the stinking clouds starting to dissipate.
I'm charging it.
Well, wait.
Look into the cloud.
Does it look like, because it's dissipating at this time, that I could get in there and swing on that thing without suffering any effect, or have to make a saving throw maybe?
That's a great question.
So why don't I volunteer, since I did it on the last round, since I've got the
Are you firing right away, Levi?
Yes.
All right, let's have it. Treat me as armor class 8.
Well, hopefully I can
The
make
stinking
it.
cloud is going to last more rounds than that.
How long does that last, Errol? Do you know?
It should last a lot longer.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So 13.
Okay.
My first shot is 13.
That's
And
an excellent deduction. It should last a lot longer.
And the second one is a 12.
2d8, please, plus your bonus.
First one is only an 8. And a 15.
The last apt stops moving, and just the fountain of bright red blood going across the floor, evidence of its life. It is dead. The Umber Hulk makes kind of a muttering sigh and moves back against the wall. To answer the question in the way you asked it, clearly it looks like that at least 3 of the other door cages are open and were occupied.
Right. That's what I was wondering.
I would like to get our strongmen and lift what is left of this Hydra and stick it back in a cage and reseal it. Should it decide it's not?
So only one head that wasn't severed is outside. You can push that head back in the cage and close the door.
I would like to do that.
Have we gotten all the gems out of it?
No, we haven't yet. No, I'm
Right.
popping. I'm popping a second one.
All right, let's have it for this round, please, Wyvern.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do the same. I'm really strong. I'll take one out.
Just make your open doors and tell me the number.
Oh, I got a 17.
I think that's over you.
Yes, it is.
I got an 8.
Okay, that's.
I had to roll a 16 or less. I rolled a 10.
I made mine.
Okay, so that leaves only a single gem remaining.
So I made mine, right? If I had 16.
You did, correct.
Okay.
So does a strength 16 have a chance of pulling it out?
Of course you do. Open doors. Your regular open doors.
Okay. Hold on. Let me. Okay. Uh,
Are you opening or
eight.
not?
8. Yes, I am.
Eight.
8.
Yeah. You see Levi yank the last one out. And
Hooray.
Lance, you're closing the door?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a good idea. That's a good idea, man.
Yeah, the cat folds its wings around Big John's head and cowers next to you.
Can I, since I'm sitting here and I have this, since I've protected this pussy cat, can I,
Nice.
thanks. Do I detect evil on this thing?
Not at all.
Fantastic. I give him a couple little words of encouragement, kind of stroke him and say everything's okay.
I talked to the cat and asked it if it has a name.
Yes, it says it's Smoke.
All right. I tell Big John what the cat's name is.
I'll say, hey, Smoke, you're safe with me. Everything's going to be fine. Can I speak to this cat? Like, am I able to mentally talk to it? I mean, I know I don't speak cat.
What are you saying to it mentally?
I ask it. I said, I know you're in my mind. I'm picturing myself speaking. I'm saying, your name is Smoke, right?
I'm Razor's cat.
Is there anything are you hurt? Are you hurt at all? Do we need to help you? Or are you okay?
No, someone let the frickin' monsters out. You're trying to eat.
Well, yeah, that's why we stopped at Smoke, and we'll protect you. What were the other monsters that were in those cages that are not there anymore? And do you know where they went? Did they go upstairs?
Well, there was the big tall one with lots of eyes. There was the one that had lots of tentacles. And there was the strange thing that crawls on the ceiling.
Do you know where they went, Smoke? Were you able to see where they went?
I was trying not to get eaten.
That's fair. That's fair. Here's a little piece of kibbles and bits for you. So guys, I tell the boys what Smoke told me, that there was, you guys heard that, with these different kinds of scary monsters, and they're not in the cages anymore. So
we look at this. We look at the ceiling.
Can I?
You're looking around the room. The ceiling appears intact. There's nothing unusual about the ceiling in here.
Can I get some healing from our clerics? Cool types.
Yeah, here have a cure light wounds.
So
For 5.
So I'll talk to Smoke as well, since I talk cat evidently.
Hey, the cat. Hey, you got to go through me to talk to the cat. Right?
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
But let's ask the cat. Because that vine thing did kind of crawl along the ceiling. Is that the thing he's talking about, or is it another ceiling creature that we don't know?
What is your intelligence?
Mine is 18.
Multiply that by 5 as a percentage. Roll under.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
don't roll over 90.
Yeah.
It's a lot of math.
Yeah.
I know.
That's a lot of math.
I'm taking one of my healing.
56.
The image in your head is not a creature you've seen before, or at least a creature that you remember. You knew Werdna was bagging every damn thing he could get. Maybe he was reviving some of the dead monsters too. It's blue, it's long. The only thing that you can think of is some kind of an insect, maybe like a stick bug it's horrible. It's got 4 long limbs and then 2 glaives in the front and sort of like a mantis-like head. That's the image in the cat's mind.
Could he
that's
also
not what we saw?
Yeah, we haven't seen that. Can we also describe the many-eyed thing, Smoke? Can you tell us what that looks like?
You're gonna ask it. You're gonna look for that image as well, Levi.
Yeah.
It's ghostly, whatever it is. It looks almost like if water or Jello was covered in eyeballs,
So
and it
Cthulhian.
moves around sort of like
Mr. Trash Bags.
Yeah, something unhappy.
Is that a gibbering mass or something like that, or
something horrible? Yes. So yeah, something. You have to remember all the things that we bagged in the early events.
Yeah.
Gibbering mouther.
As long as it's not a hovering beach ball, I'm good.
There's always room for Jello.
There's always room for Jello.
And there was one more creature as well, Smoke. Could you tell us? Could you just kind of put it up? Tell us what that was. What could you describe it? There was one other creature you said.
This looks like the closest thing you can think of is a spider. The difference is it doesn't have the fur of a typical tarantula or something. It looks to have more like bark. segmented piece of kind of a red, ruddy pieces of separated bark where all of the limbs articulate.
Wow.
Well, it sounds like Werdna's been playing in Gam World again. Doggone it.
Huh. And you didn't see where they went. Okay. Well, we know there's 3 big nasty things somewhere around.
And who wants to be point on the ladder?
I'll happily go up the ladder.
Before we do, can I, Andrew, because you said something about the paladin thing, I haven't done any healing to myself.
No.
Is this a time that I could do that?
Yeah, nothing seems to be attacking you, and you can
threat. Okay, I got it.
14.
So should I use? I do have an extra healing potion. Do you guys? Should I use that, or do you guys want to throw a spell? What's the most efficient way to do this?
So I'll go do a bind wounds on Big John.
That's a D3, 1d6. 1 and 2 is 1. 2, 3, and 4.
Okay,
is 2.
you want me to roll it?
Levi's doing it, so he binds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Levi, you could bind mine
4.
too.
So I got 2 back.
Correct.
Levi, if you want to hook me up too.
Clerics, as you're casting, make sure you tell the character what you're doing.
Same thing.
I got that drawn. You did that to me? Okay, cool. So I got 6. Thanks, Ben. Excellent.
Can we arrow the Umber Hulk to death?
You're going to stand outside the cage and start firing on it?
Affirmative.
How many rounds, or how many people are going to put arrows into the defenseless Umber Hulk in behind the bars?
It sounds like an evil act to me.
Turn your backs, guys.
Umber Hulks are evil, so I have no issue with this, but I cannot participate in such an unmanly display of arms. Either let it out and fight it, or for me, or if you want to do it how you want to do it, I cannot participate. Plus, I don't have a bow. So there you go.
Shoot! I'm shooting.
They're automatic hits. You just roll damage. How many people are firing on it?
I will as well.
Automatic hits.
Yep, just give me the damage for round 1, please.
Okay. Working.
Who's watching the
6
the
plus
2
2.
exits? Probably, maybe the paladin could watch.
That's a good one, Errol. Should I look at the what's the closest exit or the most dangerous one? Is the way up? Is there a way up too?
I think the way up is where.
I appreciate that you asked which is the most dangerous. That's an outstanding question.
It's unknown.
I will watch the upward ladder well.
Jim, total damage for Wyvern?
13 points. 13 points.
Levi?
23.
Oh, well done, Levi.
Yeah, you start sinking arrows into it. It roars for a while. And let's see if its dim little brain has a couple of brain cells. And it leaps
I've got
to the
my eyes
ground,
closed.
and you see sort of the whole front of it rip and burrow and tear a hole into the ground. And then it starts flowing through, and it goes through the floor.
That's not a good thing. Hey, I hope the Venus flytrap eats it. Okay,
Levi.
The floor is quiet now. There's no sounds at all.
I'm going up that ladder.
Wait your horses there, Wyvern.
Come on, I want to lead for a change.
So I'll buy. How often can I bind wounds? Can I do it only once?
Once per combat, and it's traditionally done after the combat round. Anything 1 round or later, so you can bind a single person 1 time.
Okay, so I can bind like Lance's wounds as well, right?
No, at this point, too much time has passed.
All right, I'm gonna get my own 6.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm going up the ladder.
We're gonna go.
All right, so I just need the new battle order for who's going where, just so I understand up to.
Okay.
All right, so Wyvern's going first. Who's going second?
I'm going second.
I'll go up with Wyvern too. And
I'm
as
not
we're going
happy
up,
that he went in front of me.
Okay.
No, as we're going up, as we get a little closer, guys, just Andrew, just so you know, like what I want to do is I can gauge visually when we're going to be on the next floor. If I can, I just want to basically detect evil as you know, stop for a second, feel like if there's anything up that way. As I get closer, I'll have to judge what I see.
So let me give you the visual so you can comprehend. You guys are climbing into a chimney with a ladder. You're doing a reverse Santa. And so it's tight and cramped and oddly long. So this is single file, 1 at a time. Wyvern is in first position. Lance took second. Big John took third. Who wants to go fourth?
Prometheus 4th.
4.
Lerm will go 5.
5.
So I'm thinking I'll pull the rear and just watch for any umbrellas that come up our
Okay.
up our
All
rear.
right. And so Orlando and Drawn, and then Levi. Okay. All righty. How are we doing so far?
Doing great, sir.
This is freaking great, man.
You're doing a fine job, Andrew.
Very evocative.
Enjoying yourself. As you make your way up to the top of the
I knew it. Pentagrams, D&D.
on the far right. The floor here seems to be in a high contrast to the lower floors. There is no stone visible on it. However, there's a curious, crunchy, charcoal-like pumice evident scattered all over. The room is filled with 2 large circular bookshelves, they're outlined in yellow, going around the outer edge of the tower. And there is evidence of access to the roof via a staircase leading up. Lush blue area rugs are evident, as well as a small bubbling water fountain near one of the 4 ordinal window points. There are multiple cat and draconic resting places and 2 large writing desks. One is a sitting desk and one is a standing desk. There is a giant spellbook opened on the standing desk. There are several other items of interest. Along the outside crenulation are strange glowing torches, providing an eerie black light strobe effect. All the spellcasters find it incredibly difficult to concentrate in this room. These torches illuminate several large wall hangings. Additionally, you can see the final noticeable items are a thermatic pentagram on the ground and a pale blue column with a glowing purple skull resting on top of it.
Yeah, okay. I put out all the torches.
Someone call Tipper Gore.
All right, so you're going to walk through and go over to the first kind of purpley glowing torch by the bookcase?
Yes, sir.
And you're going to grab it?
Oh, I'm not going to grab it. I'm going to put a cloth over the top of it.
So tell me this. This is you're taking a piece of cloth and you're going to throw it over the glowing black light torch.
Affirmative.
Okie dokie. I might as well start going in order then. Lance, what would you like to do when you come in?
Well, the torches don't affect me, so I would like to go up and actually pick the torch up and put it in the fountain.
There's 10 torches, so you're going to yank a torch out of the crenulae wall, Scone, and then try and put it out in the fountain. Got it.
To see if I can do it.
In the gasoline fountain. Well done, Lance.
Big John?
I didn't say gasoline.
Well, I don't want to extinguish my light source because I'm human. So I'm just going to wait and see if I see anything moving or any kind of threat. I mean, we're all up on the landing now, right? We're all come up through the chimney.
You're all climbing up, and so it sounds like a lot of people are going in.
And while immediately when I get to the surface, then now that I'm on top and I'm on a landing and I can do it, let me just go ahead and take a moment and do my little thing and see if I can detect evil anywhere in this room.
All right. So you're going to start concentrating on the room. Prometheus?
I will go sit at the desk in the wizard's chair and put my feet up on the desk.
Awesome chair. It is so damn comfortable. Now at least you know what the wizard spends his money on. This is a great chair.
Why stand when you can sit?
And you're because of your class, you get a D20 roll sitting in that chair.
6.
And you're dead.
There is an interesting book tucked into the side of the chair.
I shall remove it and examine it.
Okay. All righty. Next in line is Lerm.
Has anyone examined the people have entered the room? Sorry, I was away for a second.
Everyone seems to be going all over the place, doing all sorts of different random actions. As the first spellcaster in the room, the strobe lights drive you mad. It's a very odd effect on your human brain, and it just is scrambling.
I feel like I might not be able to cast spells.
It's affecting your concentration in an unknown way.
Okay. He will examine one of the bookshelves.
Okay. Are you looking for titles?
Titles? No. Titles.
Meaning,
what does it say? Yeah. He'll try and determine.
You're going to try and read. Okay, got it. Orlando?
I come in and I say, are you sure you guys want to be messing around the wizard stuff?
There's a lot of messing going on.
That was a good question.
Drone?
I'm looking for any sign that might lead us to where Werdna is.
I need a better understanding what that means. There are 2 wall hangings. There's a bright purpley staircase going up. There's a glowing purple skull on a 3-foot tall column of blue marble. You got lots of things. I need a better understanding of what you want to look at.
I'm gonna check out the stairs.
Let me let these guys out.
Say that one more time.
Checking on the stairs.
You're going to go over toward the stairs. You can clearly see they go up to the top of the tower, to the outside.
I feel bad for dogs because they always want to play D&D, but they don't know how to. They just bark.
Well, cats can roll dice. Dogs eat dice. That's the problem.
Yeah. These 2 old rescues. So they're
Levi?
I am going to go invisible and just keep my eye on the where we came from, just to make sure nobody's coming to visit.
You're going to stick your head in the chimney and watch down there.
Make sure nothing's coming up. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's start with the top of the order. Wyvern, you attempt to cover a torch with cloth. This is just a piece of your clothing. You're ripping off a piece of clothing?
Let's make it a heavy waxed cloak.
Okay. So you throw your cloak over. You can roll a 20-sided on your cloak. And your level is?
I rolled a
13 or higher.
6.
Okay. Immediately, it strobes 1 second black, 1 second white, and the cloak is gone. Okay. Lance, you are going to attempt to wrest a torch out of the wall. Roll a 20-sided die, and it's the magical effect. For you, that's an 8 or under on a d20. Lance, you're muted.
All right, such a boomer move. I got a 1. I guess that means I'm like going to drop dead with.
Wow.
Lance, you see Lance wrench one out. It comes out with an interesting sound. Spellcraft Lerm to see if you understand what the sound was.
Mate.
So these are true seeing, torches of true seeing. They allow and reveal magic artifice. Lance, you have it in your hand. You're going to try and put it into the actually running, bubbling fountain.
I noticed the strange look on my companion Lerm's face, and I ask him what he thinks.
Wait, it is a torch of true seeing.
Break it down Cavalier style for me.
Wow.
Yeah, three words there.
I couldn't hear you. Wyvern was talking rudely.
Things as they truly are, see through disguises.
So I might hand that off to you, someone who might know what to do with it.
Okay. There's more of them.
Clearly magically anchored, so it's a miracle that you were able to rip it off.
So I would shout at him and say, like, why don't you use it to look at me? And that'll figure it out. Like where I was displacing, you should be able to really see where I'm at now, right?
You're handing it to Lerm?
Yeah, I handed it to Lerm already.
Okay. Very good. Big John, you focus and have two very disturbing thoughts. The first is that glowing purple skull clearly gives you the shudders. And it seems to be...
Clearly what?
Gives you the shudders. It has oriented, right? It's floating above that
blue column.
And it's sort of oriented on you. It has a whole host of symbols scribed all over the skull itself. And the jaw has opened a little and it's sort of tracking you. The second thing you notice is the pentagram. There's a tiny little red bird, tiny little songbird, something, maybe a hunting hawk. It's a very small, inconsequential bird. And it seems to be hopping in place. And you get a really, really bad feeling looking at that very innocent looking happy bird.
It's Twitter.
What does Smoke think about that?
Yeah,
the Smoke has gone over and he appears to be eating cat food in one of his little cat carriers way up top. So he's about 25 feet up in the air at he's found food finally, desperately, and is eating.
So I tell the guys what I pick up, that this skull thing, which is now kind of looking at me, and I don't know, man, the jaws are, if you guys want to throw some spell on it to keep it from talking or to shut it up, or I don't know, but so I got a bad sort of evil vibe from the skull and also a bad vibe from that little bird inside the pentagram. So I think the best thing to do, guys, is just kick the pentagram and let the evil monster out. I'm joking.
How does this torch work? Do I know that? Does it grant the holder of it true seeing, or?
Yes, you believe with true seeing you can cast it in a direction. There are the two huge wall hangings. There's the skull thing.
I wonder if that bird is a demon.
That in force?
Sorry, I missed everything you said.
Can I look around the room with that true seeing in force?
Yes. Where do you want to start?
The pentagram, then the skull, then the wall hanging.
I think the bird is a demon.
All right. So let's all right. So you're going to start with the pentagram. That's the best way to do it. Holy mackerel. Whatever it is that you're looking at, picture the thing and make his color blue and then red and make it about maybe 18 feet tall. It has two separate heads and a snake torso and body, and it's desperate. It is some kind of major demon, major in the horrible way demon. And you can see now it's tracking that you're looking at it. Whatever it is incredibly extraplanar and from the lower planes, and it is a real hard on the business end. And you worry because you don't believe many of your companions have a high enough plus weapon to hit it. That's the thought that goes through
what
your
I
head.
see in the pentagram.
Mhm.
Wyvern, don't go near there.
When you track to the skull, you get a spellcraft roll. Intelligence -2 for this one.
-2. Missed by 1.
So you are not clear. You have a sense. Do you have ancient history?
I do.
I have ancient history, and
You can make an ancient history roll.
okay. Oh, that I made 2.
In ancient history of CrimsonHawk, there is lore of alternative types of holy warriors that were in direct contrast with paladins many, many years ago. And it is known that one of those types of holy warriors used to create something called the question ball. And they would take the skulls of enemies and cast certain arcane rites granted by their deities. And that would allow them to ask, like an oracle, questions. Somehow Werdna has recovered one of those oracle skulls and has it here for use.
How did we not know Werdna was evil?
But he doesn't have to be evil to work with evil.
And it's unclear if it's evil or the emanations from it. The object might not be. It's just what the magic is might be. Then you're going to look at the wall hangings?
Yes.
There are 2. There is a longer run and a wider one.
We'll start with the longer one, I guess.
It is an odd, crudely fashioned image.
Interesting.
That looks like a rainbow bridge to me.
It appears to be a road with a matching, almost like a ceiling, and several offshoots to it. Your supposition is that these are planar or extra-dimensional places that lead to what looks like very bad ending.
Oof. You had me at very bad ending.
Before I move on, I want to quickly tell my compatriots that we really need to avoid that disturbing the pentagram. It seems there's something tremendous evil, tremendous demonic presence that for the time being is not doing anything. So let's not mess that up. And the skull, we may be able to ask a question of it if someone with great wisdom or something wants to try that.
You want to look at the last one?
Yes, I just wanted to get that info in case someone was going to mess with it.
I think we all know that was directed at Jim, right?
Yeah, it was Jim.
Oh,
we all, come on. Can we just? I mean, I know we can't say it, but we know what that was for.
Yeah. Stay away from the pentagram, dwarf, please.
You might
know that. Okay.
Tapestry or what?
So yeah, you're calling the pentagram important safety note.
Exactly.
Nobody is going to do that. Okay. So the last one is weird. It looks like a wagon. It's a picture of an outside scene. More of that weird, strange bluegrass like you saw in the Trump earlier. And it's a wagon which appears to be driven by a snake sitting next to a mongoose pulled by a strange bovine-type beast of burden. There's a proud destrier warhorse next to a large war dog on the ground and a foul spotted bird overhead flying. The mongoose has in its little paws a pink, doughy-looking dowel of some sort, while the snake holds the severed head of a mind flare in its jaws. This odd party appears to be confronted by a mighty, three-headed monster. Immediately, as you look at that image, the whole image begins to collapse in, and you find that the room is being pulled within. Okay, now we're going to start in battle order.
The room is being pulled into the tapestry?
Yes, that's what it appears. Big John, you can roll an 8-sided die.
Okay. I rolled an 8.
Oh, winner. Okay.
Chicken dinner.
Big John.
I had a chicken fried sandwich.
That's probably bad, wasn't it? An 8.
I don't know. So
that's a Jim response too. That's probably bad.
We would say, Andrew, like, pretend you're Jim Ward and say, like, that's very good, my good friend. Oh, I hate that.
Oh, look what you've won.
Yeah. It's bad.
It's important to keep winning. It's important to keep winning.
And that's how you win at D&D.
This is definitely how you don't win at D&D. Okay. That's your soundbite. Lance, you're number 2 in line. D8, please.
All right. I got a 5, a mighty natural 5.
You got a natural 5 on a D8. Winner.
Rolls are natural.
You are a winner. Okay. And we're going to keep going around the room. Wyvern.
Pull down the wide tapestry.
Now you got to roll a D8.
Yeah, you get to roll a D8. And that would have been a great idea 1 round ago.
Oh, great. Oh, well. Life is suddenly very hard. I rolled a 7.
7. Okie dokie. Chrome, you're number 4.
Yes, sir. I rolled a 5.
Awesome. I love that number. And this is what you've won.
I hope it's something good.
I think it's awesome cool. Lerm, you are next.
6.
6?
Yeah, it was a D8, right?
It is. You rolled my favorite. Look what you win.
Great.
Now, each of you will notice that you have instructions. These instructions tell you what you are allowed to do.
We do?
I'll have a little more to say. Check your chat, Jim.
I'm looking.
Orlando?
8.
Oh, score. Okay. That is a very interesting choice.
So is it say from the Harper, sir, to me? Is that the thing?
It does.
Okay.
Orlando, you got yours. Drawn?
Oh, I see. I see.
I'll explain in just a sec.
Yes.
I'm reading it, but I
It doesn't mean anything yet.
Yeah, okay. I don't understand, but I know we'll be illuminated.
That's half the fun. Drawn?
Okay.
1.
1. Oh, you actually get the best one. So, okay. So that leaves Levi.
And I got an 8.
Well, fortunately for you, there's only one selection to choose from.
Okay.
See?
I got an 8 one way or the other.
Okay. Immediately, you feel aspects of your personality draining away, and you have almost a stomach ache, sick feeling as you materialize around this wagon. For a moment, Prometheus, you realize that your mouth is full because you are holding a severed head of this mind flare. Each of you has now become the personality I have texted you, and you have commands on if you are allowed to speak or not speak, including your functions. Coming toward you directly is a monstrous-looking creature with 3 heads, sort of like this.
Aha.
It's about 11 feet long, with massive amounts of orange flame rolling out the front of it. You can see the dog is barking and growling, and the huge Death Star is rearing in the air. Now note, you will see details about what your armor class is, and what your THAC0 is, and what you have for attacks. Please keep in mind your relative locations, and understand some of you may have abilities if you actually understand what these various creatures / monsters are. Okay.
Who's holding the mind flare head?
Looks like you're being held by a giant snake. It's a massive albino white python, huge. Okay. And you think it was driving the wagon at one point, but at the moment it doesn't seem to be driving the wagon. As it's
telepathically communicate with the person holding the mind flare head or the creature.
You can still make an intelligence check. It's different now as a mind flare. So roll a d20. Only a 20 will fail for you.
4.
You recognize an aspect of Prometheus trapped in the body of this crazy, gigantic python.
I will telepathically communicate with this entity that seems familiar.
Okay. And you can say something before we initiate.
What?
You can say something before we initiate. You have the highest intelligence of the room. What do you want to say?
Toward the 3-headed creature.
Say one more time.
Keep me pointed at the 3-headed creature.
Excellent. Can do.
Ready?
That's awesome.
Well done.
Ready. Oh, we'll never know. So excited it went. Oh, natural 20.
That is not how you D&D, Andrew.
It is not looking good for the home team today.
That is BS.
Jim, take over. You're in charge now.
Jim is gone, and Wyvern is gone. Everyone seems to be in different roles. Okay, who wants to roll? It can be either the snake, or it can also be the mongoose.
I will roll the dice because I can say dice. I get a 14.
Looks like I'm going first. Immediately, you see the large leonine head rear after the monstrous Destroyer. And he hits twice. From the mouth, John, Terry, you take 10, and the paw misses swiping at you.
Okay.
The goat head goes after the barking and yapping dog and stomps on it, and it bleats as it does it. And you take 7, Walt.
Screw you.
You can't say
You're
that.
not the boss. You're not the boss of us.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, you're not the bark of us.
Yeah, you can bark or growl, but you can't talk. You guys have specifics on who can actually speak and who cannot speak. Okay, that is it for my round. You see the dragon head snap from the back. It was obviously doing something in the back, and it lands on the ground now to attack, and it's heating up. We go into the new battle order, and we start with the warhorse. What do you want to do?
Rear up. I can't talk. I can't speak. Rear up. I have 3 attacks. Hoof, hoof, and bite, it looks like, right?
That is accurate. Correct. You are a full-size Destroyer.
Now, when I have these stats you gave me to hit armor class 0, do I get my bonuses with that? Like the strength bonuses or?
You do not believe you have your physical strength bonuses as you are now a horse.
So I just, whatever I see there is what I got.
That is what you got to work.
All right. Well, this is going to be rough. All right, here we go. So I'll try to rear back to both. I have to hit it. I have to roll it. Well, to hit armor class 0 is 17. So I don't know what this thing is. So.
So you want to know what my armor class is?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm happy to provide that. I am armor. Actually, tell me this. Are you going for the body, the lion head, the dragon head, or the goat head?
What's the one closest to me?
Lion.
Then that's the one I'll go for.
Lion head, armor class 5.
All right. So if I have to hit armor class 0 is 17, that means to do that is a 12, right?
Correct.
All right. So the first hoof, 18.
The hoof appears silver and bright colored, and you hear a metallic ringing sound as he clomps down with his hoof. Let's have it.
The damage?
Yes, sir.
1. Awful.
Okay. Second attack?
Second attack, another hoof coming at me.
Mm-hmm.
A 3, that would not hit. And the little horse teeth.
Yep. Well, you're a 30-hand horse Destroyer. So
with a natural 20, which means triple damage in this world.
You really want that. Okay.
But it's only D3, so 3.
Okay. Excellent. The other front wagon person, Prometheus, you find yourself holding this flailing, bleeding, severed mind flare head.
And how am I holding it as a python?
It's literally wrapped around one of your ungulate rolls.
Okay.
You can squeeze it, you can keep it in place, or you can move it with your mouth, or you can disarticulate your jaw and swallow it.
I'm going to hold it out forward, pointing it at the monster.
Okie dokie. Got it. All right, Lance, you are hitched to the wagon, and you're generating that strange cloud of stench. What would you like to do?
Take a shower.
Take a shower, yeah.
Yeah, damn it, Lance.
So I'm going to attack the creature.
You're going to try and hit it? Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know what I need to roll to hit it because
Your THAC0 is a 17. Are you going at the lion head, the dragon head, the goat head?
Whichever one I'm closest to.
Roll a 6-sided die, please. 1 or 2 is the body, and the rest will be individual heads.
I got a 6.
6 is the dragon head. That is armor class 2. You need a 15 or higher.
I got an 18, so I hit.
The strange lower plane cow bashes in with one of its horns and hits the draconic head. 2d4, please.
8. And then I'll moo again for good measure. Moo.
Damage.
8.
An incredible hit. And he's actually skewered the dragon head with one of his kine horns. Okay. War Dog.
I'm going to charge forward and try a tackling bite because I don't think in medieval times they had boop snoots or strike muzzles.
Yeah. Okay. Your armor class is based on what you're going after. What do you want to go after?
I am going to try a takedown bite, so I am going to jump in the air and try and latch onto the underside of the dragon's neck.
The dragon's neck is the lowest armor class 2.
I am not scared. I got an 18.
Nice.
Okay.
Which hits.
Your THAC0 is a 19 minus 2 is a 17. You hit.
Yep. And
2d4.
7 points.
Okay. Yeah, incredibly, the war dog has clamped on to the round underarm of the dragon's neck, hanging and howling and growling.
Snarl, growl, hiss.
Next in line, the harpy. What would you like to do?
I'm flying above the chimera, a little higher than the dragon's breath weapon, and I'm singing, "Be my friend, be my friend, run away with me."
I think that's worth the price of admission of this whole damn day right there.
Quick,
let's take a look.
Quick, we need a cell phone ringtone.
I've already recorded the time. I got you, fam.
Impossibly,
good God,
the goat head, whereas the others are still in the middle of combat, the goat head is now mesmerized by the harpy.
Yes, Jim, good job.
Mongoose.
That's awesome, bro. That's great.
Well,
Ricky Tikki Tabi.
I'm gonna go after that damn lion head.
All right, let me have it. Armor class 5. You have multiple attacks, and notice you have a bonus.
Yes, 18 and a 2.
Okay.
And
it's a D3.
First one is a 2, and the next one I think I missed. So
okay.
Do that voice for us again one more time, Levi.
Wait, which voice is that? What are you talking about?
I think he must have some harpy blood in him.
I just want to say, if as a tech magnet doesn't work out for you, Levi, Michael Jackson impersonator. Think about it.
Oh, there you go.
Orlando,
thank you very much.
You were dropped. You were dropped when Levi flew forward. What would you like to do?
I skitter forward and I try to bite the body of the chimera.
The physical body. All right. Treat that. The vulnerable underside is armor class 6.
Excellent. 13.
Yeah. Andy says save versus MJ.
What was the roll?
17.
Save or sleep. Thank God. All right, so you put your needle teeth in, and I don't fold. So give me a D3, please.
Alrighty. A 2.
For 2. Okay. That leaves us with Lerm. You
So,
know what you are. What do you want to do?
as what I am, do I know what it says that what does that do? Do I know what it does?
Well,
I'm afraid I'm not up on my.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
didn't
you
you draw the
appear to have-
art in the monster manual for the Mind Flayer? Wasn't that you?
So
No, I didn't do the Mind Flayer. Oh, well, I did it fighting a druid, but not in the monster manual.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the one that does Creeping Doom, the picture with
druid creeping dooming a Mind Flayer.
Yeah, been there. Remember that.
That's
you
awesome.
know 2 things. You have the mental attack, or you could try, it would be a desperate move, to try and wrap your tentacles around and see if you could bite in and grab a brain out.
No, that doesn't. As a severed head, I feel the physical realm is not my forte. No, what I was wondering is, do I know what the Mind Blast does?
Oh yeah, it's going to cause total chaos to the room. You will throw energy out at everything here.
I can't target one thing in particular.
You don't believe so, but maybe.
Oh, wow.
And just because we do like to delve into the history of D&D real quick, James, what was the first time that Gary threw a Mind Flayer at you?
Oh, we fought 4 of them in a room, and all but one of us died, and Ernie had to use a wish to bring us all back alive. It wasn't a pleasant time. We never went back to that room for some strange reason.
Ah, okay.
So the only attack I have is going to affect everybody?
Well, maybe. Or you could hopefully try and latch on. So you can take either the high risk or the low risk.
Which one is the high risk?
Being thrown to try and clamp on and get into a brain.
So there's the goat head is mesmerized, and the lion and the dragon are.
The dragon is currently in thralls of it's being held by the war dog.
Oh, okay. Yeah, why not throw me at the lion?
I will throw him at the lion.
Okay. Your Thaco is that against, and so he's the lion is armor class 5. So you need 8 or higher.
I seriously kid you not. Natural 20.
12, which Thaco 13, that would hit.
That's a million damage.
You see the serpent, the python pitches the skull forward, and it slams into the lion's head. Okay, and you hit?
Yes.
So roll foresight to see how long it takes you to crack the skull open and suck out the brain.
A 4-sided dice?
Yes, sir. This is rounds.
Uno.
1 round. Okay, so let's see if you guys survive till round 2. Very well done.
That was my
This is
one
awesome, by the way. What a twist. Holy crap.
The chat says this is what happens when you do too many drugs in the 70s.
Ready?
Hey, wait, speaking of chat, Walt, shouldn't we advertise something today?
Well, if we're gonna do that, I would suggest we do that, a little bit earlier in the show when we don't have 20 minutes left.
Do the battle. Finish the battle.
Yeah. Finish the battle.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Ready. Beat it
16.
You have the comm. Python, you're first. What do you want to do, Python?
Well, I flung the head, right?
Yeah, your mouth is open now.
Okay. I will now move forward to constrict around the head of the. I threw the goat is mesmerized. I threw the snake at the dragon, right?
You threw the mind flare head.
Mind flare head at the lion.
At the lion's head.
Okay, I'm going to constrict around the dragon.
Okay. All right. Roll to hit. Treat the dragon as armor class 2.
I missed 2.
Okay, which is good because you would have been crushing Drawn as well, but that's okay. You successfully come out of the wagon. Big John?
Am I able, I'm asking you, I'm not talking to them because I can only speak in horse language, but I mean, am I able to assess that, they threw the mind flayer I was attacking the lion head. Am I able to get in there and with my hooves and my teeth, can I attack, or will I be messing things up?
You can still attack. You're good at attacking.
Yes, okay. So that's what I will do.
There you go.
So
Armor
3
class
attacks. First attack. I need a what armor? I'm sorry. What armor class was this thing? It was like
5.
5.
That's the body
Okay.
part you're going at.
So I need a 12.
Okay.
5. Yeah. First is a miss.
Okay.
Second is a miss.
Okay.
And the bite is a hit for 3 points of damage.
Got it. Lance.
All right, I'm gonna moo at him aggressively, moo, and hit whatever's closest to me.
You're skewering the dragon if you want to keep going.
Yes, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay, go ahead.
So I've got a 17. It's a 2, so I've got to get a 15 or higher.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Correct.
And I got a big stinking 2, so I
And
miss.
a miss. Okie dokie. Wyvern, Harpy, keep singing.
Run away. I say, run away.
Levi.
Was that Dion's Runaway? Is that
Yes, it was. It was exactly Dion's Runaway. Thank you.
I can't even. I mean, guys, it.
That's worth 500 experience right there, Wyvern.
All
right there.
right. Thank you.
That is so worth the price of admission.
Levi, what do you got?
Okay, I'm gonna go attack again.
All right, what do you want to attack?
I did call the song from like 1959. I should get something.
That's correct. That's correct. Actually, you successfully hit with the Mind Flare head, so that's worth 1,000 experience just for being such a good...
1,000. Oh my God.
And Andrew, you are the best DM ever. We
Yeah,
just
really.
love you.
I think you should do it from now on. Really.
We're here all week. Try the deal. Levi, what do you got?
I'm gonna attack against the body. I think it's got
Against the
low
body.
AC.
Roger that. Armor class 6 for the body.
And I get a 12.
Against 6, you need a 13. But you're
Yeah.
plus 2 to hit. So that's a hit.
And I've got a 13.
All right, 2 hits. D3 times 2.
A whole
First.
D3.
He's a monk.
First one is a 3.
Okay. Second
Second one is 1.
1. Got it. War Dog.
Going. Do I still have my teeth latched around?
Yes, it's an auto hit if you want to continue grinding away at the throat.
I do.
That's awesome.
2d4, please.
8.
The dragon head immediately slumps over into the dust on the ground.
Ooh.
I do what dogs do and I hump it.
Homunculus? Homunculus, what do you want to do?
Bite the soft underbelly.
You're going for the body again. Armor
Hero
class
dog
6.
humps dragon.
You need a 13 or higher.
Miss.
Miss. Okay. That brings us to the head. Mind Flare, what do you want to do? You're going to try and scoop it out?
Yeah.
Extract the brain? Roll
Yeah.
percentile dice, please, based on your intelligence. And you now have a genius intelligence, so 90% or less.
77.
You hear a cracking sound, and abruptly, the Chimera collapses into the earth. Only the goat head is still swaying, and it slowly loses the light in its eyes as it bleeds out.
Ooh.
Wow, dude.
That's such a melancholy description.
Yeah. How is this saving Werdna? I wonder.
Well, we go. We're trapped in a strange world.
Yes, we are.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, as what we are, I look back to where the perspective of the painting was.
You turn around and look behind you, and you can see across this blue grass is a small, what looks like an abutment, and the swivel area is connected to a bridge. Right next to the bridge, underneath it, is a cauldron with what looks like some kind of a witch, and she's stirring the cauldron, and it's burning with a pretty merry orange flame underneath it.
I will slither over towards her.
You're heading in that direction?
Yes.
Okay.
Bring me along. I mean,
rest
I
of
can
the party?
telepathically ask someone with it.
Yeah, I will recoil my mind flare head buddy, and if that's not a 70s buddy cop show that should have been made, I don't know what. Snake and mind flare head, LAPD detectives, and we'll go talk to the witch.
Okay. Anyone else going over?
I'll fly over and say,
I'll go clop with my horse body.
Be my friend. Be my friend.
Yeah, do it, man.
You head over, and you're going to start attempting to charm the witch.
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, you're the man, Jim.
I'll get you friends quickly.
I just want to know if Walt's still humping the dead carcass.
Yes.
I wasn't really humping it. I was more like peeing on it because now it's mine.
You
See, JR, that's where your mind is, and that's where normal people are. Just want you to know.
Incredibly, the witch stops what she's doing and looks up at the harpy. Her look is slightly vacant. Amazingly, her magic resistance failed as well as her saving throw, which is
so way cool.
Jim, Jim, I think you found a new career as a harpy.
As a harpy. Yeah, really.
Unexpected turn of events, not where I was thinking this was going. What do you want to do, Jim?
Where is Werdna?
What's your charisma?
What's my what?
Charisma.
As a harpy, it's like 1.
Well, I mean, his next move is...
As a harpy, it's 24.
No. So what is your physical charisma for Wyvern? And then
11.
Okay. And then you are a harpy. So your reaction roll is -4. 3d6. Beat my number. You need to get over a 9, and you're -3 on the roll.
This will not be
That's
a problem.
tough.
Errol, that's tough. That's
a
Come on, James, roll them dice like the house is riding on it.
Yeah, really. 17 -3 sounds like a 14 to me.
You are still in command. She says, you are members of the Order. You are ordinals of the Doomseekers?
Yeah. Be my friend. Be my friend.
That's
about the gist of it.
Through this cauldron, transform you and return you whence you came. Know that the wizard that you knew is within, but is under where you were.
Okay. Sounds like us diving in the cauldron to me.
Are you going through?
I fly right into the cauldron.
Yeah.
Oh,
the harpy disappears in a huge pile of bubbling goo.
There we go. I love that.
The snakes.
Throw me in. I don't wish to continue life as a mind flayer head.
You're actually
way,
so throw you in is a happy idea.
Oh, Errol, brilliant. That was brilliant. Yeah, I'm big horse leap, really sexy carnival trick.
All right. Is anyone else going in?
Yes.
I am going in.
Why not? A move.
We all go in.
Okay.
You're all dead.
Jim, that charm stuff with the harpy was money, dude.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I do my best for you people.
Adequate for our needs.
Exactly.
And no pooflinging was involved. I'm impressed.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
You materialize back on the carpeted area.
Oh, there we are.
You're disheveled, and you can see that strange tapestry has been pulled down. It is flopped on the ground.
And I have a sore throat now.
Yeah, you definitely all feel very disheveled, having gone through some sort of strange transformative shock. Each of you can now make your system shock roll to make sure you actually survive without damage.
That's never good.
Start with Big John. What is your
system shock?
My constitution is 1778.
That's a 97. Roll percentile.
32.
Lance?
Natural 20 now. Let me roll.
Well said, sir.
I got a 19, so that makes it.
So only a 99. So Wyvern?
I have a constitution of 21.
Only 00 will kill you.
What a healthy lad you are, Jim.
I know. 83.
Prometheus?
69.
Nice. Magic number. Lerm?
72.
Okay. Orlando?
Got a 93, but I have a 97.
Good.
Uh-oh.
What was your constitution?
17.
17. All right. Levi?
Cold, clammy hand.
I got a 9 on my roll.
09?
Yeah.
Okay. Dron, you are bringing up the rear.
I needed a 90. I got a 95.
Uh-oh.
95.
Oh.
Red or black?
Red.
Well, Wesley Snipes says always bet on black.
Um,
But Wesley Snipes did time in federal prison.
Yeah,
That's right.
Straight out.
how many physical hit points do you have?
Right now, 44.
As you all materialize, you see Drawn materialize and shred into all these chunks of flesh, which collapse into a huge heap on the ground as he takes 52 damage.
Ah!
Oh,
And there's blood and bones and skeletons.
No!
Oh, that's awesome.
It's
I
so he's
applied-
dead.
Oh, he's
he's shredded into chunks.
Yeah,
We can bring him back. We can bring him back.
He didn't survive the transformation.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is his head still intact?
Yeah, the body is. I mean, there are parts there, but he was literally vivisected as his system shock killed him.
Oh, I pick up his head and do the scene from Hamlet.
The head is in just one piece? No.
It's all shredded and visceral, but there's parts of it.
Oh, okay.
Alas, Drawn, I hardly knew yet. Hang in there, buddy. And I start having a long conversation with him as I go to get my book.
What do you guys want to do?
So does anybody know a guy we could call for this?
Somebody got a tow truck?
Yeah, there's
We
lots.
got a tow truck.
I have to pull down the other tapestry.
You're gonna yank it down.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, it flops into the ground.
I
Is
get
it-
the book, Andrew.
Okay. That is a manual of gainful exercise.
Okay.
What does that mean?
What is it?
In 30 days, you can read it and gain a magical ability.
Oh, you know
Oh,
what?
look at you.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, I am Prometheus.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to someone grab a trash bag and kind of gather this up. There's nothing we could, right? We have to gather him up.
I gotta
It's
tell
been-
you, I love the chat. The chat is saying the good news is it's just a flesh wound. The bad news is it's all of his flesh that was wounded.
That's very good.
So, Andrew, I'm going to go to that skull.
Okay. You walk.
Dude,
forward.
don't be careful.
It immediately tracks on you, and when it sees you, it nods at a slight angle.
Well, of course. That's a bow. I'm Prometheus.
Not a bow.
I've heard we can ask you questions. Yes or no?
And you hear in your head, Chromaticon, of course.
Is there a way to bring back our friend who was just disintegrated? Shredded.
The dead are dead. Only life is restored with power.
Does that power exist in this room?
There are,
hold on.
There are powers within this room that can clearly cause enervation. They would not be what you would call holy.
Undead Drawn. Okay.
I'm
So
going to bring Lerm into the mix and tell him what I'm learning, and because he knows that stuff.
And I'd like to remind everyone that someone in the party has the life ring that might serve to bring him
Yeah,
back.
except you gotta be wearing the thing to have it work.
Correct.
No, it's used on something, not on the person wearing it.
That's not how life ring works.
Damn. I mean, darn.
Lerm, chat me your alignment, please.
What if we put it on his finger? Can we find a finger? Everybody, quick, look for a finger.
I'm looking for a finger.
I pull it out of the garbage bag.
It's
This
not
is
gonna
bigger.
work. It's not gonna work.
James, see,
the DM today,
no
James.
one needs a neg, and
Any other questions?
Orlando might
What is
be.
the name of the thing of which you speak?
The innervating item.
Dude, don't make a deal. Don't make a deal with this thing, dude.
The demon that is captured within the pentagram truly could restore your companion. I do not believe that would be his or your intent. When I say
Yeah, okay. I'd rather have Werdna stay away than pop that demon out of the pentagram.
Wait, I just didn't hear that last part word that you said. I do not.
he basically believes that the demon has the power to restore things, probably not the way you would like.
Aha. Well, I am chaotic neutral.
Which
Let's
is
do
why
this
you're
then.
speaking to me.
Huh. Which is why I'm speaking to you?
Correct.
Because I'm chaotic neutral.
You meet the requirements of the race of holy warriors who created me.
Yeah, great. Okay, so I'm going to hold my warhammer over the top of the skull.
Okay.
And tell Prometheus that we don't get a good answer in 2 minutes. This skull gets cracked into 1,000 pieces. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna make sure everything's in the trash bag in case we got to run quick.
Got it.
So real quick to Lerm, can you communicate with it like I am?
Can I communicate with the head? I'll try.
Yeah, you feel just blank space. There's nothing there.
Okay. Seems to be that it only recognizes somebody like me. We can get our friend restored by contacting the demon.
Is there anything else
Dude, you don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that.
Ask the skull if there's anything other than the demon in the room that could do it.
Where is Werdna?
He is on the other side of Gleam.
How do we get there?
He says, you were there already. Look through to the chair and you will see where Gleam sits.
There's that book on that chair.
So I go sit on the chair and then I try to see where Gleam sits.
Roll a 6-sided die.
Would you accept a 3?
With a 3 in your enhanced vision, you're half elven, correct?
Yes.
Yes. You can see the crystal ball that Werdna owns. And that is sitting next to where the one of the torches of true seeing is.
Okay. I will tell Lerm, hey, there's a crystal ball over there. You can use that for scrying.
Okay.
Yeah. I will go back to the crystal skull.
It's called the question ball.
Huh?
The question ball.
The question ball. Why is that demon here?
I am not a demon.
No.
The wizard who conjured it.
No, the demon that's in the circle, in the pentagram. Why is that demon here?
I am not a demon, nor the wizard who conjured it.
I guess I'm misunderstanding the events. I thought like the is the demon the crystal skull? Or
No, the crystal skull rests on the blue column, the pillar,
right.
and the small bird is sitting in the center of the pentagram, and you've seen through true sight what it actually is. But now you know where the scrying ball is that will allow Lerm to pull Werdna out of wherever Werdna is.
Aha. But I'm asking the crystal skull, why is that bird here?
Correct. And he gave you the answer he knew.
Which is what? One more time.
He said he's not a demon, nor is he the wizard that conjured it.
In other words, he doesn't know.
So the bird isn't a demon, and neither is Werdna. So let's see if our buddy, the wizard, can pull Werdna out of the crystal ball. Give it a try, pal.
We'll try and use the crystal ball.
Okay.
Recover.
It is considered a crystal ball of mental prowess. And as you connect to it, you truly can see other things. Are you trying to envision Werdna?
Yes.
Okay. What is your intelligence and level expressed as a percentage, not times 5?
How what? Oh, add my intelligence and
your level.
That's 23.
Black or green?
Green.
07. Yes, when you scry, you can now see Werdna. It's a very strange place, but you could try and contact.
Okay, I will try and contact Werdna.
Yeah, it's a fuzzy, strange connection, and he can see you, and he says, "Pull me through."
I will try.
Okay, and that is where we end, good fellows, as we reach the end of the hour.
Absolutely fantastic.
Nice. Well done, Andrew.
Absolutely fantastic time. Holy crap.
Thank you, Andrew. That was quite a fun experience. I guess for the audience that's paying attention, are we picking this up with you next Thursday? Is that the intent?
If we're doing it on Thursday, that would be fascinating.
Oh, I mean Friday.
We'll see what happens based on conversation with Jim. what he wants
Okay.
to do from here.
All right, perfect. Jim, thank you, everybody. Terry, Errol,
I want
Orlando.
to thank Captain Eric Burford, who plays Korik, the monk.
Yeah, I did want to say thank you so much for him playing up. That we didn't get a
Thank you.
chance to interact, and he is the one who is a pilot, and he was the best that Top Gun had to offer, right?
He was the #1 military pilot in the Marines.
Wow. Well, thank you.
The Marines everywhere. He was their top pilot.
Yeah. And thank you, Carlos. And thank you, JR. And thank you, Michael. And Walt, take us out, man. Thank you, too. Sorry you got blown to bits.
Well,
we're going to do our best to get you back.
You know,
I got you in a garbage bag, dude. It's okay.
Well,
I got
you
it
know,
all.
You know,
I got
just,
your skull.
Yeah.
I call him Scully now.
You know, I mean, life
Just gotta
aspirations.
keep Lance away from the barbecue.
Yep, Lance. Life aspirations are met because now I have a Green Beret carrying me in a garbage bag. So, yep, it's all good. We want to.
We're always bailing your ass out anyway, dude. Don't worry about it.
It's true. We want to thank the chat for coming out. Lots of great interaction in the chat today. We had some new faces. We had some old faces making a triumphant return, and we just want to thank everybody for coming and playing a little D&D with some sci-fi writers. Have fun, guys.